Happy Monday, everybody. We are back with another No Offense, All Offense, where we are going to get back into this hidden true crime roast and reaction and all of the allegings. So grab a beverage. Hopefully you're wearing something very comfy. Smash that like on your way in, and let's get this party started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Stand-up comedian, pop culture vulture, Jolene Lunzer here for another No Offense, All Offense, where we roast and react to our favorite reality shows, pop culture news, trending topics. Sometimes we get into a little true crime. Today, we're getting back into the hidden true crime. Lauren Matthias, John Matthias, alleged Stalker gate. Okay. I don't know why I said it like that, but that's what we're doing today.
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
All right. Yeah. Let's get back to Brad Pitt. You guys give me a thumbs up if my sound is good since I've been away for a little bit and you can hear my sound effects.
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
Yes. Let's get back to Brad Pitt. So smash that like on your way in and hit that subscribe. You guys, we are so close to 50,000 subscribers. We are literally, let me double check. Let's see where we're at right now. You guys are killing it with the subs. We've gained quite a bit of subs, just like we do during Big Brother. Now we're doing it right now. You know, we get these little jumps and I appreciate it so much. We have 48,875 subscribers. So we are so close. So share me with your friends. If you have friends who like weird ladies originally from Minnesota who roast and talk shiz, share me. And thank you guys. I was not feeling good. I've been sick for a little while, so I haven't been able to go live and do what I want to do, but I'm starting to feel better. So hopefully that remains. Oh, we just got 3 more subscribers. You guys are the best. I'm also testing out this multiple, like I have a vertical one going on YouTube and a horizontal live or landscape, whatever, that StreamYard does. So if you're watching on a very skinny up and down, like a short, like vertical, and you want to head over to the landscape, I think you can do that. Or if you prefer it the other way, great. I don't know how it works. We're just trying it. We're just trying it out, you guys. All right. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you can always consider joining my membership here on YouTube or Patreon. There are some little perks that go along with that. Links are in the description of this video. My mods, I'm sure they're fantastic. They'll also, if they don't mind, dropping a link for both of those. You can also gift memberships to the channel. You can send a super chat while we're live here. I'll highlight your comment. It's a great way for me to see your comment. Or you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Shout out to Gigi. Thank you for hitting me up on the Cash App. Happy Monday. I missed you guys. Yes, so we're back. I know a lot has transpired in this Lauren Matthias stuff and hidden true crime. So I've been trying to keep up, but we still have to get through the reply video with Dr. John. And then apparently, I mean, you guys, apparently there's new footage that came out. We'll just say everything I say is true, except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So don't sue me.
Allegedly.
Plus, I have you have 4 lawyers. I have 1,500 lawyers.
I heard actually mixed reviews on Jolene.
Oh, Jolene was excellent. What are they saying?
Amy said, did you get my Venmo? Oh my gosh, Amy, did you just send it recently? Because on Venmo, I try to reply to everyone who sends me. However, the app lets you reply. Like Cash App, you can only heart it. Venmo, you can send a little message, as can you with PayPal. And apologies, Amy, if I'm looking here. Let me know when you sent it, because I don't know if it's sent. I got one from Lynn. Thank you so much. Kelly Kell, Otter. Those are the ones that I'm seeing here. But yes, you guys are starting off the live so generous. Thank you so much, Meme, for the super sticker. And oh my God, Francis Farmer just gifted 20 memberships to the channel. We're gonna have to do a members live. Members only live very, very soon. That is so generous. Thank you, Francis. Congratulations to those of you who received one. YouTube selects those randomly. So make sure you have that on in your profile on YouTube that you can accept gifted memberships. Also, thank you so much to Lady E Portland for the super chat saying, let's go. Let's go, let's go. And Joel Roberts, thank you for the super chat. Joel says, get yourself a root beer on me or cranberry juice for these UTIs. Because apparently she's drinking a lot of cranberry juice. Whatever you want. Thank you. I'm going to get a root beer mixed with cranberry juice. Like the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, how they have those like soda pop shops and they mix stuff in there. So yes, thank you, Francis. Thank you, everybody. You're so generous. You're so kind. You're so beautiful. And you're all little pumpkin spice babies, and I appreciate you. So new footage came out. Apparently, Christina, the alleged stalker, you know, that we're all supposed to be terrified of, apparently she had on those like X-Men glasses. I don't know what they're called. And so she had another vantage point. So we'll go over that video too of when the police were called on her at CrimeCon. And so we have a few new vantage points there. We still have to go over the Grayson interview. So thank you to all of you who have been sending me links to things that I need to look at. Meta glasses, that's what they're called, Jenny. Thank you. I'm going to call them X-Men glasses too, just for fun. Okay.
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
Yeah, let's get back to Brad Pitt. All right. And Menards. Shout out to Menards, you guys. Big money when you shop Menards. Okay, it's been so long, I don't remember exactly where we were, but I think we were around the lower 2 hour. We're almost through. Right, you guys? The reply. Let me take a look here. And while I take a look, you guys, let's take a little look at Dr. John.
So Brad Pitt has this allegation.
I think Brad's cute, but
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
I think he's a great actor.
That's fine. Yeah,
But I haven't assessed him the way you have.
that's
And I
fine.
think he's a great actor.
That's fine. Yeah.
But I haven't assessed him the way you have. Assessed him the way you have. Assessed him the way you have.
Because they're not allowing you to be complex.
No, I need to conform.
Yeah, when she's talking shit about people in the text messages, it's very complex. You don't get it.
You need to conform, right? If you reject them, you're not conforming. You're not loyal. Like one of the themes that you see throughout this entire TikTok is, oh, she's a bad friend.
Do you see how ridiculous this is, John? Even when you describe what's in the TikTok, oh, she's a bad friend. Do you see how that's not a crime? That's not a threat. That's not stalking. That's women who aren't getting along and they're acting petty and they're fighting with each other and they're trying to one up each other.
I'm going to punish her for being a bad friend. She doesn't know
I'm punishing her for being my friend.
what a friendship is. That's
Not a friendship is.
the ideal. That's the
You just summed up what's going on.
reason why there's a real risk of violence here is because number one, this can escalate so easily. And number
Or it couldn't. Name something that you've covered that started like this. With wine-soaked upper middle class white ladies who get in fights and each other after making tiki-takis. That's not going to happen. And you know it, John. I'm ashamed of you, John.
Oh, half of you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
Yeah,
we heard the dog.
No, John. They will just continue to talk shit on each other. No one will be schmurdered.
two, you don't fit that ideal. You never did. You're not conforming to this very narrow, rigid perspective that they want you to fit into.
What a friend is and their friend. And yeah.
They don't want you to talk shit about them. What a novel idea for a friend. Hey, can you not talk shit about me? Thank you so much.
That makes this, by the way, I mentioned the moral crusade. That makes this an ideological battle in the sense that
Not ideological. Not ideological. All right, you guys. I think I got the approximation of where we were when we last left off roasting this real piece of work. And if you are joining us here for the first time and you don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to check out parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or this is part 7. The parts before. I do have a part 1 of this that kind of sums up what's going on here, but we're back. We're back, baby. We are back. And thank you, Kylie, for saying that very nice thing about my hair color. Lexi, shout out to Lexi, my hairstylist. She's just like, she's young, and I tell her, keep me looking as young as you can. All right. Or as decent as you can, or as less dead as you can. All right. Okay. So let's just start back in. We might have heard a little bit of this before, but let's get back into it and see what John's serving us today. I might be speeding up the audio just a bit as we go, and I'll be stopping for commentary. But if you want to watch the whole thing without my commentary, I'm going to put the link in the live chat here and also the description. And you can go support Hidden True Crime and Lauren Matthias and John Matthias if you want to watch it uninterrupted. You can also watch the 9-hour live we roasted as well over there. All right, let's get started.
This is an extraordinary.
John says right away, John's like, this is extraordinary. And she's like,
this is an extraordinary study.
Just have to say, for all those people saying bring the receipts, Dr. John's bringing the research receipts.
okay, so here's John with his research receipts. I think we went over a little bit of this, but let's see what he's got again.
Bringing the research receipts, right? You brought the actual receipts. I'm bringing the research receipts. This is.
She didn't, well, note to John, okay? She did not bring any actual receipts in her 9-hour live. It was a lot of her feelings and assumptions and speculation. And like we heard from the judge, it just seemed like she's not actually afraid of Christina. She just wants to silence her, allegedly, from any criticism or sharing that Lauren Matthias allegedly talked cash money shiznit about her friends and victims of the crime she covers in her text messages and such.
From a well-known article in the American Psychologist. The American Psychologist, by the way, is one of the premier journals for psychologists. Let's get back to Brad Pitt. It's from 2017, volume 72. It's Underwood and Ehrenreich. It's called The Power and Pain of Adolescence's Digital Communication, Cyber Victimizations, and the Pearls of...
Oh, this is where he talks about adolescence. So he's complaining his middle-aged wife's drama with her former friends and contractors to children who get cyber harassed online. Good God, sir. Have you no shame?
Lurking. Okay. This is pertaining to adolescence, okay? But I'm sure this has application to adults.
Sure it does.
Relying on surveys about the frequency.
We're just supposed to believe him. He's like, I'm sure this has that. I'm sure this can apply to adults. Okay. I am sure. Sir, I am not trusting a man dressed like that. Okay. I am not trusting you, sir. You are dressed like an ordinary grandmother that nobody visits on the holidays. I am not trusting you, sir, in your picnic table blanket shirt. No. You got to come correct.
Of cyber stalking may keep us from understanding that although cyber aggression may be an extremely low base rate event, so even among adolescents, cyber stalking and cyber aggression is fairly low. That's good news, right?
Okay.
That's great, John.
Let me, since I stopped in the middle of that, I'll go again. Although cyber aggression may be an extremely low base event, it hurts terribly even if it only happens once.
Yes, it hurts children, John. Those are children.
This is according to their survey. The impact of even a single episode is potentially extremely serious because the behavior is immediately viewed by hundreds of friends and followers and is preserved forever.
So your wife got embarrassed that her friends were calling her out. Okay. Still not illegal.
In digital form. I can't tell you how much that impacted you, and they're proving it.
Where, John, where are these people
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
proving it? That's just your opinion.
That's my opinion.
These are not facts. Because just because I read something, okay, let me read something. Let's see here. Again, I just, with the Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I know, Jolene, get over it. I never will. Okay. So just because I say, okay, now let me return to the problematic aspects of The Wish, which is one of my favorite episodes. I just happened to open this up to page 164 in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer myth, metaphor, and morality. All right. So let me return to the problematic aspects of The Wish. I said it above, but I'll repeat it here. The message problem is that it doesn't appear that there is one within the confines of this episode. Exactly. Which proves that they're providing entertainment and they have a messaging problem, because right here it says, there's problematic aspects to this thing. I think there's problematic aspects to John and Lauren, whatever his wife's name is. And exactly. We, the audience, learn important things from the events we see in the wish verse. But the reversal of the wish combined with Cordy, aka Cordelia's reaction at the end, make it seem that she didn't learn anything. That's kind of like, how did this is so kismet. How did this open up so perfectly to Lauren Matthias? Because it seems like your wife didn't learn anything. And of course, no other character could have either. This is, to say the least, unsatisfying. So your wife has been unsatisfying and has learned nothing. And I'm just equating that to what I just read out of a random book on a random page 164. And it relates to you, even though it's a totally different subject that they're talking about, being Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But you, ma'am, can relate to vampire slayers, allegedly.
Well, one reason we chose to not say this person's name and to blur
Back to Brad Pitt.
her and the TikToks, which we didn't need to do, was because of that understanding. We're not going to do that.
Correct. But this research...
She appeared publicly. She wanted everyone to find her. She was working on algorithms. She admitted...
Ma'am, you don't think people were going to find this chick? Really? You have over 300,000 subscribers on your channel. You have a giant reach compared to the people who are criticizing you. And you don't think they'll be found by the internet sleuths? You don't even have to be that big of a sleuth to find out that was Christina.
It said on the TikTok, come join me, send the word, spread the word. Here we are. And we still didn't do that because we understand.
You know what? Christina also didn't do that. She never showed your picture or said your name, allegedly.
And what that means, we didn't want to do that.
We went through it. But I mean, like, this is extraordinary. Because
extraordinary.
When people mock you about whether this is cyberbullying,
I don't even want to give you people mock you. Oh my God. Are you guys that important that you cannot be mocked? When you do crazy cuckoo things, you might get mocked. When you do cringe ass shit, you might get mocked. You'll live. Sir, you're like 65. Okay? You're on the other side. You should be looking towards retirement, chilling, going on vacays, getting your blood pressure under wraps, or checked, or whatever's going on that your wife told us that we didn't need to know. What are you doing? You're getting involved in lady drama.
when people say Team Lauren's a joke, I don't know what they're saying. I don't care. But the point, like this data, this research that shows, I'm going to read it again because it's so,
Please don't.
impact of even a single episode is potentially extremely serious because the behavior is immediately viewed by hundreds of friends and followers and is preserved forever in digital form. Not to mention which the internet is open 24/7.
Yeah.
So any threats or any posts on social media can happen at any time of the day or night. There were times when you would
day and night.
wake up at 3 a.m. and go, is there a post? Is there a post? What does she say now? Is she threatening me now? But this,
if you are waking up at 3 a.m. worried about a TikTok post, you got bigger problems. You have bigger. I know we all have internet addictions and we can't stop doom scrolling, but come on now. Really? We're waking up. You have a whole life. You have a whole career. And because an ex-friend made some TikToks about you, you're like, I can't sleep. I have to know. That means you're obsessed with yourself. But that's really what that means.
explains why even a single episode of cyberbullying can be traumatic.
Yeah.
Because the fear is that it's going to be viewed by thousands, hundreds or thousands of people, and it's never going to be erased. It's going to.
Was Christina's stuff ever viewed by hundreds of thousands of people? You know what's been viewed by hundreds and thousands of people? Your own videos, making yourself look très stupide.
Exist forever. This is exceptionally important. Let's talk about more victim impact.
Yeah, JB. Yeah, more victim impact.
I'm going to read from
Yes.
an article called A Developmental Approach to Cyberbullying,
Pretend we're really excited about Dr. John's reading. Yes.
Prevalence and Protective Factors. It's by Kowalski et al.
That was my favorite. I used to shop at Kowalski's in Minnesota. It was I shouldn't say that because my dad doesn't like Kowalski's, but he's dead now. Okay.
Boom.
I didn't kill him.
Roasted.
Okay. It wasn't me. He just died. R.I.P. But that's a grocery store. Okay. That's all I know about Kowalski. Just a little grocery store Or my dad hates the guy who's passed. And I'm like, Dad, can we build a bridge? Thank you, Loki, for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
It's in Aggression and Violent Behavior, 2019, volume 45. This is on page 22. Outcomes of cyberbullying. Quote, researchers have consistently found that cyberbullying is associated with a variety of negative consequences for both victims and perpetrators. Among the negative consequences experienced by victims are higher levels of anxiety, depression, loneliness, greater suicidal ideation, lower levels of self-esteem, and poor academic performance.
Oh, no.
Have you noticed that?
Oh, no. Lauren, have you noticed that? Lauren can't go to 7th grade and take her pop quizzes anymore because she is distraught. Lauren's academic performance is going to really decrease. Poor Lauren. How is she going to pass 6th grade? Ay. Do you not feel, how does this man, how do you have, I understand the difference between like book smart, I don't even know if he's book smart, but just like educated versus like street smart, life smart, emotional intelligence, self-awareness. Those things clearly not available over here. But how are you going to say that with a straight face? That this affects your performance in like school. And you're saying this to your damn near 50-year-old wife. Is she in school, John? Oh my God.
Yeah. Yep. I've noticed all of that.
Oh,
every one of those applies to you. I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to return to the textbook, Criminal Behavior.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to give their summary of psychological effects of stalking, specifically cyber stalking.
Hey, Wanda.
Page 523 of Criminal Behavior by Bartle and Bartle. Quote, not only does the cyber attack cause psychological damage to the self-esteem and self-image of the victim, but the message may be immediately viewed and forwarded by friends and other peers repeatedly over time. That's the point about how one incident can be so damaging.
Oh my God. Because your friends can forward that shit over. Do you guys remember when chain emails were all the rage and your friends would send them to you and you were like, my friend Chris, oh my God, she would send them to me. And shout out to my friend Chris, shout out to Chrissy. But she would literally send me every one. She's like, well, I have to, or we're going to die. I'm like, but don't put it on me because then I think I'm going to die. All right. So I still have PTSD from that. I still have trauma from the chain emails. And if you're old like me, you remember chain letters. People would mail that shit to you and be like, if you don't forward this to 50 of your friends, you're going to die. And you're like, what? What? No, I don't want to die. They're like, well, those are the rules. You better rewrite this shit, reprint it off, send it to 47 of your friends, or you're dead, bro. I would argue that is more harassment and stalking than anything Lauren Matthias has went through. Thank you so much, Sandy. Sandy D, very generous of you, says, hi, Jolene. I recently found your channel and I'm loving it. I spent all weekend listening to your live streams of the Karen Reed trial. Oh, I hope you enjoyed those. The one you did when Shannon with one N, Shannon Burgess testified was one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. Thank you so much, Sandy D, for the kind words and the very generous super chat. I appreciate that very much. We had some interesting lives with the Karen Reed, if you guys want to check that out.
I think it's important to understand that if you bully someone at school, if you taunt them at school, it may be captured by other people on cell phones, but for the most part, it's a one-time thing and it goes away. And I'm not minimizing that. That's horrible. But cyber stalking goes on over and over. And
it's like, listen, these kids getting bullied at school, it ain't nothing compared to my wine-soaked wife. When her friends are calling her ass out, she's waking me up at 3 a.m. All right. I'm already not getting enough sleep because of the alleged sleep apnea. And then I got her rocking back and forth in bed because she's worried about some ticky-tuckies.
Over again.
You can't escape it.
Can't escape it.
Yes, you can. You know what you do? Don't look at your phone. Oh, not gonna look. Oh, not gonna look. Oh, I just escaped it. Oh, I put the phone down. Now, when you're a kid, I would argue a lot harder to escape because you go to school. Those same people that are cyberbullying you are there every day, and there's actual harassment going on. But with you, it's an account or two that you just don't have to look at that have no followers.
Research studies often report that the overall effects of cyberbullying on the victim include anxiety disorders, sleep problems, loneliness, depression, substance abuse, poor academic achievement, low life satisfaction, and extreme cases, suicide attempts. Check, 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 and
Oh God! Don't stop weaponizing your wife's mental health. That's your responsibility, her responsibility. That ain't on us, bro. Log off.
Definitions and criteria of stalking. I've covered the types of stalking. I've covered victim impact. I've covered some of the psychological characteristics of the stalker, especially resentful and rejected stalkers. Let's move on to what I think is really critically important in understanding stalking, and that's the psychology of stalking.
Yeah, psychology.
We're just getting started, guys.
Let's get back
I'm
to
looking at
targeting.
this, and you told me about this part, and this is important.
I told
So,
you this is going to take a long time.
yeah. And you guys are making fun of my 9-hour live. Dr. John is ready.
You won't shut
He's
up.
like,
have that in
hold
common.
my Coca-Cola.
You guys love to hear your own voices. Cheryl, thank you so much for the super chat. Cheryl Joy coming in. Thank you. Look at Dr. John. He's like, what book will I look in next? Which one will I look at? Let me see. I got so many books. I love books. Okay.
Here we go.
I don't drink Coke. Hold my iced tea.
What did he just say? What is he talking about? What's he talking about? Coke and iced tea? Dr. John, what did you say?
Hold my Coca-Cola.
Oh, she said, hold my Coca-Cola. You go, I don't drink Coke. I drink iced tea. Oh, good for you, John. What do you want, a cookie?
Here we go.
I don't drink Coke. Hold my iced tea. So I put up a diagram.
No!
From-
The diagram, you guys. I can't. Oh, God.
A book called The Psychology of Stalking, Clinical and Forensic Perspectives. It's edited by J. Reed Malloy. This happens to be from his
Love
chapter
him.
in the book, from the chapter by J. Reed Malloy. J. Reed Malloy is one of my psychologist heroes. He's brilliant. He's done a tremendous amount of research on psychopaths, early research on psychopaths. He's done a lot of research on
So he's got, if he does work on psychopaths, he's got some stuff on your wife?
Boom. Roasted.
Okay, that was a bad one, you guys. Why did you make me say that? That's horrible, allegedly.
The Psychology of Stalking. He's a brilliant guy. If you look at the schematic I put up, I'm going to talk about his theory borne out by research and evidence of stalking. So for Malloy, stalking begins with what he calls a narcissistic linking fantasy.
This is so interesting to me. Okay. Guys, look,
The narcissistic, what is it? The narcissistic fantasy is so interesting to the narcissist, you guys.
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
Okay, Lauren.
she was explaining this to me, and I was like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh crap.
Okay, here we go. A narcissistic linking fantasy.
You'll see on the schematic that under the narcissist, it says
I think this is their role play chart. Tonight, honey, we're going to role play as acute or chronic rejection. And Dr. John's like, again? That's always my life. All right, fine. We'll do defend it against with rage. "Ugh, but you love raging out on me." Okay, I was going to play Rage Against the Machine and do that, but we'll do feelings of shame and humiliation. So you just play you, Dr. John. I'll just play me, and we'll have so much fun.
narcissistic linking fantasy. And some of the typical narcissistic linking fantasies they're listed by Malloy: special, loved, idealized, admired by, superior to, destined to be with the object. So what does he mean by a narcissistic linking fantasy? What he means essentially is that
Oh boy.
someone with narcissistic features that's very self-absorbed creates a fantasy that links them to the stalked object. The
God, that sounds like the call's coming from inside the house, Dr. John.
stalked object in most cases is a person. The narcissistic linking fantasy. So there's a link between the personality, often with narcissistic features. That's how people become so obsessed, because they're narcissistic, right? They're
Like your wife waking up at 3 a.m. to find TikToks about herself. Yeah, that seems.
obsessed and they're narcissistic. They create a link to this fantasy of the object. Those fantasies revolve around feelings. I'll read it.
Yeah.
Page 18 from The Psychology of
No
Stalking by
way,
J.
they
Reed,
really
link to
make
narcissistic person. With narcissistic, we'll see on the schematic that under the narcissist, it says narcissistic linking fantasy. And some of the typical narcissistic
does
linking
up
fantasies
here.
they're listed by Malloy: special, loved, idealized, admired by, superior to, destined to be with the
Oh,
object.
no. Who's supposed to spell check that? Grayson? Oh, it's a lot of S's. Rose, good find, Rose. Good find. Right, Monica? We see each other. Damn it, Grayson. We're not opening the windows in the basement for you. We crack them occasionally, those little windows.
So what is he? That's very self-absorbed, there's a link between, right? They're obsessed and they're narcissistic. They create a link to this fantasy of the object. Those fantasies revolve around feelings. I'll read it.
Yeah.
Page 18 from The Psychology of Stalking by J. Reed Malloy. Quote, the general dynamic begins with the individual forming in her mind a narcissistic linking fantasy to a particular object. Such fantasies are characterized by conscious thoughts of being loved by or loving, admired by or admiring, in parentheses, idealizing, being exactly like, in parentheses, mirroring or complementing, in parentheses, twinship, or sharing a destiny with a particular object or person, in parentheses, merger. So I'm going to read this again without the parentheses. Such fantasies, narcissistic linking fantasies to a particular object, such fantasies are characterized by conscious thoughts of being loved by or loving, admired by or admiring, being exactly like or complementing, or sharing a destiny with a particular object or person.
Okay.
So you begin with a narcissistic linking fantasy.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with that, okay? Because that's the basis of stalking.
Yeah.
But let's.
He sure does know a lot about stalking.
It's inappropriate.
I'm gonna switch lanes a little bit here because I'm gonna come back to this, but I'm gonna switch lanes.
Oh, we got another ghost transition, you guys. Beautiful.
I'm gonna swerve a little bit here, and I'm gonna talk about an Eminem song from 2000 called "Stan."
Oh, we're on the M&Ms. Oh my God, we're on the Eminem song.
A Stan is basically
Can you imagine Dr. John? How old was Dr. John when Eminem was first hitting it in the late 90s, early 2000s? Oh, I don't think he was a fan.
combination of a fan and a stalker, and the song is specifically about a fan who becomes a stalker because presumably Eminem or a celebrity won't respond to this person's emails.
So again, Lauren is a celebrity, limited public figure, to be exact.
The reason I bring this up
Joel says 43-ish.
is because
Not 43-ish.
two of the detectives in Colorado that were responsible for executing the stalking order, they talked to you and Grayson afterwards, and they both referred to the TikToker as a fangirl. In fact, I wrote it down because Grayson told me what they said.
Hi, Christine.
One of the detectives said, I think this is a fangirl who rode yours. I think this is a fangirl who rode your coattails for a bit and then fell off, and now she's very angry about it. So
again.
This is important because although I don't really see you or us as celebrities, like
No.
in our little niche, in our little true crime niche, people know us, right? So it doesn't really matter whether we're not Brad Pitt, we're not Angelina Jolie, right? Like obviously we're not famous, but in our little niche, people know us. And that, by the way, is sufficient. That's sufficient to have someone fangirl you. Or me, I guess, to some degree. By the way, you get recognized all the time.
Who the hell is going to fangirl Dr. John? Or me. Okay.
In public. Last week was the first time somebody recognized.
The lies some men tell themselves.
I was at a Trader Joe's.
They were like, is your wife the one that did that crazy 9-hour live?
No, that was before.
See, she knows. She knows. It's your new legacy, Lauren.
I was wearing a mask. In Trader Joe's because I thought nobody would recognize me, and I don't want to get sick because Trader Joe's.
I'm sorry. Were you wearing the mask because you didn't want to get sick, or were you wearing the mask, like you said, because you didn't want someone to recognize you? People really recognize you that much, Dr. John?
It was kind of a tight space, but somebody came up to me and they're like, "Are you Dr. John with Hidden True Crime?" And I was like,
John, stop it. Stop it. I can't. Some of these lies are getting really bad. Oh my God.
It's an urban legend that never happened.
That didn't happen, John. That happened in your head.
Maybe.
Who's asking?
I don't know.
I'm going to take schedule. Go.
Grayson. Don't even give her a mic. The disrespect.
Anyway.
You were very flattered.
I was flattered. She was very kind.
And then now she's stalking you, according to you.
Good now.
Thanked her for watching us.
It sounded like he said, I just banged her, but he said, I just thanked her. But the way I cut it there, it said, I just banged her for watching us, which would be like, wow, it wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Go.
Anyway.
You were very flattered.
I was flattered. She was very kind. I just thanked her for watching us. I told her I was very appreciative that she recognized me and watched us, but
It doesn't happen a lot.
it doesn't happen a lot. It happened once with me. My point is, though, that although you're not a celebrity at a major level, you're a celebrity enough to the TikToker that detectives are applying this label fangirl. So
Okay, I'm sure.
that brings me to, I talked earlier about psychological essentialism as a category, psychological essentialism. Now I'm going to talk about something called life force essentialism. Life force essentialism is different than category essentialism in the sense that
John, get it together. All right, we don't have all day.
I can't find my notes. Oh, there it is.
Lauren's like, there it is.
Life
I
force.
got his notes down, guys. They're all spread out. I'm like, there you go.
Yeah, we know. Because you're what? Calculated. You're calculated.
I am not buying it.
You're calculated, Lauren
There
Matthias.
you go. Life force essentialism. Boom.
I'm doing a good job of managing them. So
You are. You're doing great.
life force essentialism is different than category essentialism in the sense that with life force essentialism, people see things and objects as having an underlying essence. And oftentimes that underlying essence might be seen as having special properties. So like an example of that would be,
Why does she keep looking at us? Stop looking at me, Lauren. Stop it. She's like, are you listening to my husband? If I have to, you have to too. Like, no, Lauren, we don't have to. You picked him, not us.
let's say that Ohtani, who plays for the Dodgers, hits the game-winning home run
You leave the Dodgers out of this, sir.
in the World Series that's coming up.
Mhm.
The baseball that he hits, hypothetically, right? I don't, because the World Series doesn't play. The baseball that he hits, let's say the baseball he hits to win the World Series in 2025 is caught by a fan, right? Let's say it's caught by a kid. That baseball now has a lot of value. That's a baseball
Germs.
that if you just bought it off the shelf would be like $5, right? But because Ohtani hit it, it now acquires what's called life force essentialism. It requires a special property, this almost magical property of having been hit.
Lauren strikes me as the woman who would grab the ball from the child. You know, be like, mine. And they're like, let the child have it, Lauren. No, I got it first. And you're like, but you're an adult, Lauren. No. And then Dr. John would give us a whole 4-hour dissertation on why Lauren should get the ball over the child.
By Ohtani to win the World Series, right? It requires this life force quality that people want and they're willing to pay for. So
baseball. It's baseball.
it's a baseball.
It's a baseball.
It's just a baseball,
Special.
right? But
It's just a baseball. And Brad Pitt.
But it's now worth millions of dollars because people attribute these magical properties to it, or these special properties to it, right? The same thing is true of celebrities. So if,
When I was a teen, I saved the pen that a singer signed with backstage.
right,
Yeah.
because
Oh, who was it? Which singer?
you thought it had special qualities. And
Right.
so this is one of the reasons why people
Which singer do you think Lauren Matthias put it in the chat? Saved the pen of that signed something for her. What do you think,
want to
guys?
associate with celebrities. So for example, I remember years ago, there was some celebrity auction where I think George Clooney was like auctioning off one of his sweaters or something. And so
George Clooney and Brad Pitt, you need to get the restraining order on Dr. John.
let's get back to Brad Pitt.
Oh my God. Like I said, her brother, not her brother, not the brothers again. No more brothers.
And somebody paid like
Johnny
$250,000 for that. The sweater by itself was probably worth $100, $150. I don't know. Maybe it's George Clooney.
Yeah, but-
$500, right? But because George Clooney wore it,
They do.
people perceived that it had special properties,
The children.
and they bought it for $250,000. And
You guys are just naming all the Mormons. Marie Osmond, Donny Osmond, the Jonas Brothers, Hanson. Were Hanson Mormon? They could have been. I don't think they were, but they could have been.
guess what? The person who bought it said, I will never wash this sweater, because the idea somehow is that even though it's the same damn sweater,
George Clooney might have sweating it now.
right?
You know,
Because George Clooney's DNA is on this thing, the person's never going to wash it because they feel like they have some connection to George Clooney, right?
Mm. Dang, John, talking about George Clooney's DNA. First Brad Pitt, now George Clooney's DNA. You're never going to wash it?
Let's get back to Brad Pitt. So if they wear that sweater, they're like, hey, I'm George Clooney, right? Or whatever. So, but that's called life force essentialism. The reason I mention that is because when we think about this idea of a narcissistic linking fantasy, this idea of life force essentialism is part of that fantasy. The fantasy is that if you're, as the detective said, if someone is fangirling someone, they're trying to get some of that essence. So I think there's the part of this narcissistic linking fantasy for the TikToker here has to do with this idea of being let's call it a pseudo stan or a semi stan, right? It has to do with the fact that all the detectives in Colorado that talked to you about the situation, they saw the TikToker as a fangirl. That's how they defined her, right? And so it's interesting that there's this fantasy here about whatever the special quality you have, it's going to rub off on her. And that's part of this. That's part of this idea of not wanting to lose that connection to you. And having said that, I think it's, if we're going to talk about—
Did Dr. John just say that this lady wants his wife to rub off on her? What?
About the psychology of stalking, there's some elements here that there's been some research on stans that we need to talk about. So some of the elements that they found that create stans that engage in this type of celebrity worship or even fangirl people at a lower level like you.
Scissors.
They found that an insecure parent-child
Oh
attachment—
my God, he just called you a lower level celebrity, Lauren, your husband. He called you on the bottom of the barrel. He called you a bottom feeder celebrity.
is typically common in stans. They found that parental absence, so not even abuse, not neglect, not childhood trauma, just parental absence. So one parent, one or the other, or both parents can be absent more than usual.
So now you're making assumptions about people that don't like Lauren because she acted like an asshole to them allegedly. You're making assumptions about their parents? What?
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
That is so effed up. This guy's supposed to be a professional and he's just out here. I mean, does she know something about her ex-friends, private business, about their family or their upbringing? Sir, you are a clown. Oh my God.
The presumption here is obviously that if a parent is absent or not giving a child—
Do they know? This is so shitty if there actually was a situation or like a parent there, maybe Christina or one of the women involved in this, had a parent that wasn't involved. And then they're using this and weaponizing this in front of all these people. Just making the assumption is gross enough. But something tells me Lauren might know something.
enough attention. It could be that you grow up in a really big family and maybe one of the parents isn't as available. The presumption is that the reason you stalk celebrities or you fangirl—
No one is stalking your wife, dipshit. I can't say it enough. No one is going to take the time to stalk your wife, not her ex-friend. Now, maybe a old white dude that looks like you might, okay? But not her ex-friends who are just calling her out. They're not stalking her. Stop it.
Pseudo celebrities or semi-celebrities is because you're trying to make up for that parental absence. You're trying to engage with a parental figure or a special figure that somehow is going to give you something you didn't have when you were a child.
Yes, Lauren Matthias is going to give us something we didn't have as a child. Shut up.
I don't have any phones now.
There's there was a study in Hong Kong that looked at
not Hong Kong. Why are you bringing Hong Kong? Hong Kong catching strays in this.
Adolescents who engaged in celebrity.
Okay, again, adolescents. How old do you think your wife is, pervert? She's like, isn't she like my age? 45, between 45 and 50? She's a fully grown lady with allegedly a fully grown brain who can fully process things. She shouldn't be compared with studies done to adolescents.
Worship. And what they found was a couple of things. The subject in the study who did not have any particular preference for celebrities tended to have fairly high confidence and fairly high self-esteem. The kids who did—
You guys clearly don't have high confidence or high self-esteem because you can't even take the little bit of criticism. You break down. You're so fragile.
Who went after celebrity.
Why is he got who went after celebrities? Why are you leaning into the mic for that, Dr. John?
These tended to have fairly high confidence and fairly high self-esteem. The kids who went after celebrities and—
Who went after what happened? What happened? Why did he do it like that?
Engaged the stans who engaged in more celebrity worship.
Does he know how the microphone works?
They had a weaker sense of self and lower self-confidence. The absorption addition model said—
Oh, it was a little bit of a ghost edit.
That stans or fangirls or fanboys, whatever, stans pursue Paris.
Steph said he's farting. You know what he does remind me of? If you watch The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, he reminds me of Bronwyn's husband. What's his name again? I hate that guy. And she was told recently, he's also older, kind of looks like Dr. John. And Bronwyn was told that Todd, yes, the Todd father, that Todd was caught making out with someone while farting. And I bust out laughing. That's ridiculous. And Mary Cosby was like, I don't know what's more embarrassing, finding out that your husband is making out with someone or finding out that your husband was farting. And I was like, right? I would almost rather they tell me my husband is making out with someone. Making out and farting? Why is he farting while they're making out? Why are you making out with anyone who's farting? But I imagine that that's how Dr. John would allegedly make out. Just farting.
Social relationships. So in other words, not real significant, not relationships where you know someone. Stands pursue parasocial relationships to make up for shortages in their real lives. And in that pursuit, they end up losing themselves. That's called
Stands in general.
That's called the absorption addiction model. And I think we see elements of that here. That I think in some ways that, a lot of people have said online, get a life, grow up, right? That's saying the same thing.
I love those people. Where are those people? These are my people. These are the people that are here. We're saying, grow up, get a life. That's you. We're talking about you. Grow up, get a life.
That's saying whatever's going on in this TikToker's life, that it's somehow deficient.
When it comes to me,
Christina's life is deficient. Okay. Thank you, Dr. John. Not you and your wife who have to go online for damn near 24 hours combined and try to talk people into believing that she was stalked when she wasn't.
I think that I would define myself a limited public figure. Anyway, keep going.
Oh, again, with the limited public figure. With the limited knowledge of stalking laws and how the First Amendment works.
People can disagree with that, but legally speaking.
But it's the same dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
The point is it's the same dynamic, that fangirling anyone is this attempt to make up for deficits in someone's life.
Yeah.
But don't be a fan of anybody. That means you have a deficit. You have a defecating deficit in your life. Look at Lauren. She's so bored.
There's a woman, her name is Amanda Montell. She wrote a book.
Amanda Montana? Who?
Called The Age of Magical Overthinking. This is going to be a quote.
Is she related to Joe Montana?
From her book, page 24.
Oh, page 24. You guys get your books out. Page 24. Again, not that deep in the book, John.
About celebrity worship. This doesn't refer to you. This just
well, then what's the point? If it doesn't refer to her and this live is about her and her stalking and try to explain her alleged stalker, and you're like, well, this doesn't apply to her. We're talking about celebrities. Then why are we reading it, John?
refers to her thoughts in general.
In general.
Quote Montell, quote, page 24, in both the public and private spheres, worship is dehumanizing. To be deified is not so flattering. The dynamic risks annihilating a person.
She's like, what happened? Like, what? Lauren looks like when the Zanny hit. You know, you're just like, when the Lunesta is kicking in, I better lay down. Them Trazzies are kicking.
There's room for complexity.
Allegedly,
and
obviously,
blunders,
satire.
and this sets everyone up for suffering.
Wow. It's really fascinating.
Stop lying to him. That's what happens. You can't lie to men. Because they'll repeat that behavior. That's why you have to tell men the truth. All right? Because he'll be like, I'm great. I'm going to keep doing this. Obviously, this is working. Lauren, don't do that and unleash him onto us.
God is a man made up by other men to tell them that they're special.
Worship is dehumanizing. You were looking at the book. Can I just see the book?
Yeah.
I want to hold it up. Keep reading. Keep going.
So
it's a magic book. It's a book for witches. It's a witch's book.
Let me read that again. So some of the dehumanization in this smear campaign is the fact that you're portrayed as evil.
Okay, so he's back on the pap smear campaign. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that you've been labeled psychological essentialism. They've taken certain
You know what's evil? The duck lips. That's what's
texts
evil.
or whatever and private texts.
Stirrups.
And they've labeled you evil. And then there's this moral crusade.
Yeah.
But there's other ways you can dehumanize. And one of them is
by wearing that shirt. Stop it, Jolene.
By portraying someone as something they're not giving them the room to, as she says, not giving them the room to be complex and to make blunders. If you don't give someone the room to be complex and to make blunders, you, according to her, I agree, you set everyone up for suffering. Because you're not defining it as a real relationship.
Yeah.
You're defining it as a cliched, right, rigid, narrow relationship. And if you do that, so if you're fangirling someone and the relationship turns out to be not what you expected, there's a lot of room in there for disappointment. There's a lot of room in there for anger. There's a lot of room to turn against someone because that relationship is turning out not to be what you wanted. And so now that I'm thinking about this, I'm actually going to read. I'm going to read another quote from Amanda's book. Act like I
This
know
is really
her.
interesting. You did not talk about this.
Act like I know her. I don't know her.
This is really stop lying to him.
God is a man made up by other men to tell them
Lauren,
that they're special.
Stop it.
Yeah,
It's a very interesting book.
that's true. I see celebrities dehumanized all the time. Real celebrities.
Okay, yeah, but that's not you, and it has nothing to do with you, and you're not a celebrity, and nobody's dehumanizing you, so I don't get it.
Here's what she says. It's just a sentence. It's simple, but I think it's totally relevant to our discussion. Quote, page 21. Quote,
Only page 21.
nearly every stand worship A-lister has seen their flock's mania pervert overnight from devotion to disdain. Some of the people she talks about, Beyonce.
Huh? Are you really gonna use an example of Beyonce with Lauren Matthias? This is next level cringe. I am so embarrassed for you.
I wanted someone who was good at pretty much everything. And like, because it's going to be on the news and on TV and stuff, like, I don't want to brag, but I think they wanted someone decent looking.
John, knock it off. Put that lizard tongue back in your mouth and stop it.
So Brad Pitt has this allegation.
I think Brad's cute, but
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
I think he's a great actor.
That's fine. Yeah,
But I haven't assessed him the way you have.
that's
And I
fine.
think he's a great actor.
That's fine. Yeah.
But I haven't assessed him the way you have. Assessed him the way you have. Assessed him the way you have.
Yes, I was saying to the left, all John's points in the box to the left. Because it's trash. Name one Beyonce song. John Matthias.
Who is exceptionally private.
There's so many. Charlie XCX. There's so many, right? Like if
So many people he doesn't know who they are.
you're an A-list, if you're a stand worship A-lister, loved by your flock, loved by your group, you can literally go overnight from devotion to disdain based upon one mistake, right?
Exactly,
And I think
Veronica.
you're not an A-list celebrity, right? Like, but the point is, like, part of this campaign is to try to flip that script. Part of this campaign is to try to get your flock to go from devotion to disdain
Me too, Coca Macoca.
by dehumanizing you, by not giving you any room for complexity, not giving you any room for vulnerability, not giving you any room for blunder, as she
So we're supposed to believe that when she was allegedly talking shit about her friends and the victims of tragic crimes that she was exploiting for money on her channel, it was just her being vulnerable. Is that what you're saying? We're not allowing her to be vulnerable and complex in her shiz talking?
puts it.
What is she writing down? There's nothing to write down there. She's like writing down, I am Beyonce. Bay. Okay.
And fortunately, our viewers are astute and they see through that. But
Yeah, that's why they're leaving in flocks, John, allegedly.
Boom. Roasted.
but that's part of this.
Yeah. Your gems, not minions.
Yeah. Our gems, not minions. Yeah, I know. Right. Let's go back. No, let's return.
Oh God, do you see her look at us? She's staring through our souls. Our gems, not minions. Look at her.
Your gems, not minions.
Yeah. Our gems, not minions. Yeah. Right. Let's go back. No, let's return.
That listen, if we're talking about threatening, that look that Lauren keeps giving the camera is threatening. She's like, our gems, not minions. Stop it.
So I talked about this idea of stands and what creates a stand. This really important idea of life force essentialism in terms of, right, you want to buy the celebrity's sweater so that you can feel like you're getting some of that special quality, right?
I know.
Which I don't know how someone can afford a sweater for $250,000, but
hey,
hey,
someone did, and they love it. So
okay, let's go back to our
A
diagram.
couple
So there's
more
it
of
begins with
these
a
little
narcissist.
grifting streams where you're being bullied and threatened in our lives, and you might be able to afford that. You might.
Linking fantasy or life force essentialism. And then you go to what he calls acute or chronic rejection. So you have the fantasy, you have rejection. The rejection leads to feelings of shame or humiliation, which is then defended against with rage, which then leads to behavioral pursuit. That's the stalking. It fuels behavioral pursuit. The behavioral pursuit is intended to hurt, to control, to damage, or destroy. Only after the target you is hurt, controlled, damaged, or destroyed, is this narcissistic linking fantasy restored.
Wow.
And this gets back to the idea that we've been talking about all along.
Wow.
That the goal, back to Brad Pitt, of a cyber stalker or any stalker, a physical stalker, it doesn't matter. The goal is to ruin and damage the person beyond repair or to have them end up dead. That's how stuff like this, that's how this stuff ends.
God, melodramatic much.
I don't have any phones now.
I never saw from the TikTokies where she's lip syncing songs or standing in flowers that she wanted Lauren Matthias DEAD. What are you talking about?
And the reason, according to Malloy, is because that's the only way for the stalker to restore the narcissistic linking fantasy.
Ooh. God. He's like, yeah. Who really wants her DEAD, huh, John? Because you look like you're taking quite a bit of pleasure in telling your wife that and scaring her.
Okay, now let's...
They're like, see? They all want us dead. DEAD did.
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
Yep, clearly. Someone makes a TikTok about you, they want you.
We talked about so much.
Yeah. Too much.
But we talked about recently psychology of stalking. We've talked about the research on that. We talked about Malloy's chart, types of stalkers, stalking criteria, definitions. One of the big issues out there, in addition to all that, one of the big issues out there is one of the arguments for the TikToker, for the stalker, is that it's free speech.
Yay, free speech.
Right? This is probably the biggest argument. Well, it's free speech.
Why is John sounding like the get off my lawn like it's free speech? It's free speech. I gotta clip that eventually. Remind me. I'm gonna put it. I gotta write that one down, you guys, to put in my soundboard. 2:45:26. It's free speech. John says free speech. John, you are so funny and you don't even know it. You're so funny to laugh. I'm having a laugh.
Arguments for the TikToker, for the stalker, is that it's free speech. Right? This is probably the biggest argument. Well, it's free speech.
It's free speech.
This is just Mean Girls. Free speech, Mean Girls. Who cares? Mean
Girls, free speech, which is all John's Google search. Free speech, Mean Girls, death.
Girls are mean girls. That doesn't mean you should get a stalking injunction. Don't weaponize the legal system.
Yes, all those things are correct. Every time he does that voice, like I said before, he's 100% right. Every time he does like, he's saying the true things, just putting it in like a silly voice.
Stupid.
Cat fight.
Free speech, mean girls. Who cares? Mean girls are mean girls. That doesn't mean you should get a stalking injunction. Don't weaponize the legal system. Stupid.
Cat fight.
Cat fight.
Stupid. Cat fight.
That's how John talks when he's not on camera. Like, Lauren, what's up? No, just kidding.
I don't get it. She's like, Grayson, laugh. Please clap.
One thing that philosophers do, that, since I was majored in philosophy as an undergrad.
Yes, not as an undergrad. I majored in philosophy as undergrad. Just means you just didn't want to work. Okay. All Saint says he sounds like somebody stop me. Was that Ace Ventura? That's what he sounds like. Free speech. Somebody stop me.
I always loved about philosophy, even back when I was an undergrad, which
getting his undergrad at Princeton, might I add.
Oh my God. Gag me with a meth pipe, Laura. Nobody cares about your stupid Princeton husband. Both my in-laws graduated with PhDs from Stanford. So suck it, lady. Suck it. Like, who cares? Am I going to take credit for their degrees? I went to like a small school in Wisconsin. God. Obviously, he's not doing any better than the rest of us because he's sitting here with you doing this dumb live. So that was hoisted. That was wasted, ma'am.
Andy, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. It's just that life is pointless and nothing matters, and I'm always tired. Also, I can't sleep. I'm overeating. None of my old hobbies interest me.
Yeah.
Absolute waste of time. So fucking boring. Jesus.
Princeton's like, we're not claiming him. We're not claiming him. Okay. There's like such a difference between being proud of your husband to just being like a blatant, just show off. Just like, he went to Princeton. I bet he was somehow like legacy or something.
One of the things I always loved about
Also, while you're trying to be more relatable to people, you're just pushing your Ivy League husband's education in people's faces. Probably not the best idea, as you're trying to prove you're not like a horrible elitist who can't take a joke or any criticism. But okay.
philosophy, even back when I was an undergrad, which
Getting his undergrad at Princeton, might I add, winning the thesis award. I know that you always underplay. And at this moment, now that people are trying to mock your education, I'm going to own it. He's brilliant.
His education's fine. What he did with it, pretty embarrassing.
Have some remorse, have some sensitivity.
Like, yeah. Princeton's like, don't name us. You're on YouTube getting into drama with your wife. Okay. Getting into lady drama.
Brilliant. Scholarship. Valedictorian. Go ahead.
there's this argument about free speech.
That gives her a boner. She's like, that's all I'm attracted to with him. Okay. Scholarship, Princeton, thesis, valedictorian.
Your education. I'm going to own it. He's brilliant. Scholarship. Valedictorian. Go ahead.
There's this argument about free speech. And as a matter of fact, in the TikTokers' attorney's objection, that was the heart of it.
Yeah.
This is free speech. Who cares if she says that you want to have non-consensual relations with your brother, right? Who cares if she's threatening to harm your business? Who cares if she's reaching out to everyone in your business contacts and trying to ruin you and damage you? None of that matters because this is free speech. So
Magic Wand says we see his brilliance. He's extensively studied Brad Pitt, and it shows. Well done. Well done. Yes, he has a PhD in stalking Brad Pitt and George Clooney's DNA. Well done, sir. Well done.
You know, one of the things philosophers like to do is we like to think about thought experiments. And I came up with one.
Okay, a thought experiment. Okay. For all of us at home, including me, I'm at home. A thought experiment with Dr. John Matthias.
Thought experiment.
PhD. All right.
And the reason we present thought experiments is because the reason philosophers do thought experiments is because they're trying to figure out kind of the boundaries around an issue, right? And whether by going through a thought experiment, you can ask questions about whether this is free speech, whether it's not, right? I'm presenting a hypothetical, but I think you could see this easily as being real. So
Okay.
in my thought experiment, there's a woman, Sylvia, and Sylvia has a daughter named Becky.
Okay.
And
Sylvia Plath has a daughter named Becky? What? This is getting good.
Becky's best friend is someone in school. They're adolescents.
Okay.
They're both 16 years old. Becky's best friend is Victoria.
Okay.
Why are we talking about kids again? Why are we always talking about kids? Dr. John, I'm sorry. Check his hard drive. Check that hard drive. I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm. Oh my God. Why are we talking about children again when it comes to your middle-aged wife?
Victoria.
Yeah. And Victoria happens to be the captain of the volleyball team. She's very well liked.
An urban legend.
She's considered to be one of the more attractive girls in her class, and which
Just him saying that a 16-year-old was saying, man, one of the more attractive girls in her class. Just gross, John. Completely unnecessary. To be bringing up teenage girls and their attractiveness to talk about your wife situation.
which is I think sophomore or junior years in high school. But Becky and Victoria have a falling out. And Becky's very angry at Victoria because Becky wanted Victoria to help her join the in crowd, and Victoria was kind of on the fence. She didn't really know how to do it, but she was happy to help her. But Becky thought it wasn't enough.
Okay.
Becky felt like that she was being shunned by Victoria in certain areas, and that Victoria could have helped her more to become more popular.
Okay.
So Becky goes home to her mother, Sylvia, and Becky says, Mom, I'm really hurt. I just got shunned. I just got rejected by my best friend, Victoria, and I don't know what to do, and I don't want to deal with her anymore, and I'm done with it. And Sylvia says, you know what? I love true crime. There's this raging debate online now about a stalking situation, and everyone says it's free speech, and I agree it's free speech. And you know what you should do, Becky? You should open a TikTok account, and you should target Victoria. And
what mom would say that, dipshit? You are so like,
I am not buying it.
He is stretching for the first time in 20 years. Like, this is a stretch, John. So if we don't stop this right now, there's going to be children whose mothers are going to tell them to make targeted accounts about each other on TikTok. What
you should do with your account is you should try to harm her and ruin her life.
Yes, that sounds just like what a mother would say. John, you're such a boner. You are such a defective boner. Oh my God, this is why we can't let straight men run everything. Oh my God, fuck. I can't with this.
As much as you can.
Man, why are you letting this guy on your channel? Why are you married to this? Ew.
Because that's perfectly acceptable under free speech.
Because Lauren Matthias' story.
And what I recommend you start with is that you start with a post that you want to come back to, by the way. You want to repeatedly come back to this post, but you start with a post about how Victoria engaged in non-consensual contact with.
Oh my, don't even say it, John. I know you're going to bring up the brother. I think he likes the story because you keep saying it and we don't want to hear about it.
It's inappropriate.
And with kids, and you're equating it with kids. Oh, you nasty.
Several of her younger siblings. And Becky says, oh, that's great.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Mom, for the tip. I will go do that now. What in the dejected, like rejected Lifetime movies going on in his brain?
Sounds great. I hate Victoria. I want to.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She's like, I don't know if this is. I'm just going to let him go because he did go to Princeton. A lot of pervs went to Princeton, Lauren.
Start this TikTok. I want to really hurt her. So she posts the first TikTok in a video of Victoria engaging in non-consensual relations with her.
I'm sorry, what? Now it's a TikTok of her engaging in that. How did we get here? What? What? How is this even on YouTube?
Her younger siblings.
What? Oh, you nasty. Oh my God, Lauren, that's your husband. Ew, wait, no, I didn't mean to. Oh.
Goes viral.
Oh, you're fucking gross, dude. He's like a little.
Victoria is really hurt. People believe it. People start shunning Victoria.
But you said post a video of her with non-consent, and that's not at all what happened with your wife. Your wife shared a story about her brother's jizz, and then Christina retold the story she told her. Whether that was right or wrong is open for debate. But why are we having middle school?
People start avoiding her. None of it's true, by the way.
But you said she posted a video with like proof, like proving that she was doing this. Isn't that how he said it?
But Victoria becomes a bit of a laughingstock.
Something tells me this guy is on the don't expose the Epstein files list. Oh my God.
People are talking endlessly behind her back about the supposed non-consensual contact that Victoria had with her younger siblings. Victoria is so upset.
Check this dude's hard drive. Check this dude's hard drive. I'm the FBI, CIA. Are you watching? Check the hard drives. Check the hard drives.
No.
Like healthy adult men don't think like this. Check the hard drives.
By this. And she's receiving so much mockery at school that she has to, within a year, she has to leave the volleyball team and she leaves school to be homeschooled.
He made this story. This is a story he wrote himself.
By her mother. Becky continues because Sylvia, her mother, says, you know what? You should post as much as you can. Post every day. Go back to the post about non-consensual contact, about Victoria being an abuser. Go back to that regularly. But post other stuff. But now post her dropping out of school to be homeschooled. and how only losers do that. Now post that she wasn't strong enough to stay in school, that she wasn't strong enough to stay on the volleyball team. I want you to just mock her because free speech.
And it doesn't help that he keeps going as he's telling this disgusting story about children.
They graduate from high school. Victoria does it obviously not in the actual school. She does it from home.
God, how much did you think about this, John?
And when she graduates, Becky posts that homeschool doesn't really count. That even though she passed all the accreditation exams and did what she needed to do, that Victoria's a loser because she had to be homeschooled and she
I think you're a loser, John.
couldn't stand the fact that she couldn't deal with the truth that she was in fact an abuser. But of course, Becky's posting all kinds of other things, like she says, I'm going to burn your flipping kingdom to the ground.
Well, Becky sounds weirdly familiar with the kingdom. My God. You guys, this dude sucks. This is so embarrassing, so gross. What are you doing? And the thing is, this wasn't even live. This was an edited video. So they edited this and watched it and go, yeah, let's put this one out. Let's put this one out.
She's saying she's going to expose her, that because she was her best friend, she has all these private text messages and emails that she's going to put out there to harm her.
Again, just proving my point from earlier, they cannot find an example of this with adult women. So they have to make up disgusting stories about children and how this will impact children, which why would it impact children? That's ridiculous and a stretch. And you're just grasping at straws and you're a ridiculous man in a ridiculous shirt with what are those called? Fitbit. That's too tight and it's cutting off the circulation to your brain or something. Okay. Or maybe it's your little baby bangs. I don't know what's going on here, John, but it's gross. Just proving the point that you cannot find an example of this with adults. So you are exploiting children to make this point because your wife just can't own her shit.
She continues posting every day.
So gross.
Years pass.
Olive.
Still posting. Victoria gets married. She sees that Becky sees that Victoria's posted photos of her marriage. So she mocks her marriage. She mocks her husband. She talks about how ugly he is, what a loser he is.
How far? Now the kids are adults? So you really think someone's going to follow? You think they're going to follow each other and harass each other for this? John, you are hysterical, sir. You cannot be taken seriously as a professional. This is a hysterical and ridiculous story told by a hysterical and ridiculous man.
Is how he has no future, what a loser she is. She continues to say.
But notice how if this story's true, okay, or not true, but if, the point he's making, still this, whatever the name is of the person, the stalker, hasn't killed the other person yet. And it's been years. They're now out of high school, college, they're into marriage and kids. So
that whatever
you guys were worried about being schmurdered, but no one's schmurdered even in your weird example.
Whatever Victoria has in her life, she's going to take it away and she's going to burn her kingdom to the ground. Victoria finally has kids.
Oh, God.
When her first child is born.
John, you are obsessed with kids. This is gross. This just shows a weird obsession with children, and the story with your wife has nothing to do with children.
Becky posts that she believes Victoria is now going to abuse her child. She posts that her children are losers. She posts that CPS should become involved because, of course, she's an abuser and the child are going to be taken away. So why doesn't CPS jump in now? And she can do all this because, of course, free speech. She can say whatever she damn well pleases, right? Free speech.
I don't think so. I think by this long, I think she might have a case this long for 20 years of harassment and defamation. She might have a case. She might have a case here, John. Good God, you idiot.
Victoria has another child.
Oh my God.
A couple years later. Same thing.
How many children is she having? Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely, thank you so much for the break with the super chat saying he lost me when he went down the Brad Pitt land. He's not right. Something's wrong with this man. Something is wrong with this man right here. Something is wrong with him. Why does he think like this? If my husband was thinking about teenage girls and this, I'd be like, I'm sorry, what?
She has another child. Same thing.
911.
Becky keeps posting that her children are going to be sexually abused.
Oh, good God, you sicko. Your wife told her friend about her brother's sperm. Post-mortem sperm. And we somehow got here.
She keeps posting that Victoria is an abuser, that CBS should get involved, take her kids. She won't stop with that theme.
She won't stop.
Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
I miss Brad Pitt when he's talking about this. Let's get back to Brad Pitt.
Victoria's struggling. This is taking a toll on her. It's taking an immense toll on her. So finally, Victoria and her husband decide that they're going to pursue a stalking injunction with the court.
It took them too long. I'll be honest. You guys are being melodramatic, but I think Victoria and her husband, they have a legitimate claim because an adult is going after children.
The initial
Same way if Victoria and Becky or whatever their names are real, you need to file something on John ASAP, PIMP.
injunction is granted, but they go to court, and basically the judge says, this is just a cat fight between two now adult females. But this is a cat fight between adult females, and of course, free speech. Because you know what, Victoria, I don't think Becky should be silenced. I don't think anyone should be silenced. So just basically,
that's not how it works, dickhead.
Basically, take it. And even though, Becky,
your spoiled wife didn't get her way, and you're spoiled yourself, you didn't get your way. You wanted to punish Christina. It didn't work. And now you're acting out and trying to shame her publicly and make this case of you guys being victims. It's not working. And you got to do all this. Oh my God. And just think, a judge would never listen to this bullshit. Nobody would. They'd be like, what is going on? Lock this dude up. Lock him up.
She's a little bit of a mean girl.
Hashtag lock him up, you guys. Lock him up. Put it in the chat. Hashtag lock him up.
Maybe she's cyberbullying you a little bit. I think that stalking is just showing up at someone's home with a gun. And she hasn't done that. She hasn't approached you in your car. She hasn't approached you. They live in the same town. She hasn't approached you at the grocery store. She hasn't approached you anywhere. She hasn't physically harmed you. So the judge actually goes on record and says, you know what?
And this is her expert? Oh my God.
This stalking injunction.
No wonder people were looking into your credentials, sir. If you're talking like this and you're making up scenarios like this and you're willing to lie like this.
Is dismissed because, quote, this reminds me of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Listen, the Becky Victoria story does not remind me of anything about Salt Lake City. Your wife and her friends do, John. And the sooner you get that through your thick neck, the sooner we can all move on with our lives.
So guess what? Go back to your life, just grin and bear it and carry on. Victoria has been supported by her husband for most of her life, but she finally decides, after having 3 children, all of whom are targeted by the stalker, by Becky, she decides to get a job. She goes back to school. She gets certified as a teacher.
Oh, now Victoria went back to school. What a journey for Victoria. Victoria has really been through it. I feel for Victoria. I do not feel for Lauren. Good God. So now she went back to school. Now she's a teacher, so she's around more kids. Check the hard drive. Allegedly. Check the hard drive. Please, God.
It's inappropriate.
She starts a job. And what happens? Becky starts posting again about how Victoria is an abuser and that she's going to harm the children in her class because she's teaching in elementary school. And then she needs to lose her job. Victoria does lose her job because of these posts. The posts are persistent. They're repeated. Victoria has told Becky numerous times, please stop. Please leave me alone. I feel threatened. I feel harassed. But the court will not protect her. She's forced out of her job. She's forced to resign because of all the rumors and gossip about her being an abuser.
Did this happen? This in no way equates to what happened or what's happening with your wife, sir. She still has a channel. She's still making buku skrilla. She's still making videos.
So what does she do? She finds another job. This time she goes to the local
Walmart.
Community center
To be around more children. Oh my God. This guy.
She loves working with kids. She's got
check the hard drive.
3 kids. That's her passion. But guess what? Becky's persistent. Becky takes back to social media and tells the community center
He's trying to think. He's like, I didn't get this far in the story. Okay, what does he say? What does he say?
You are an abuser. You should not be working at this community center. You're putting all these kids at risk. Lo and behold,
This is a lifelong civil stalking injunction that's going on here. You guys, Becky is persistent to say the least.
Victoria loses her position once again.
So she would actually have a case for like defamation and slander and stuff because she has actually lost work. She could prove she lost work due to these allegations and her contacting her work. Lauren can't prove anything because she just got in a fight with her friends.
Because Victoria doesn't know what to do. I care. Because she still loves kids. She starts a YouTube channel.
Now Victoria becomes a YouTuber? Good God. We have went through her whole life and it has been shitty, Victoria. I am so sorry for Victoria. Now she started a YouTube channel. Ugh, bottom of the barrel.
And the YouTube channel is
unhidden true crime.
It pertains to children's education. She
Again with the kids.
reads books, children's books. She's just doing anything she can to help kids. But guess what?
Why does she want a YouTube? Was she read?
But Becky thinks that's absurd because there's no proof of this whatsoever. But Becky decides, of course, that she shouldn't have her YouTube channel or any way to make a living because she's an abuser. So she starts posting relentlessly on her TikTok again about Victoria and her abuse. An online
TikTok has really been around. So now we're looking well into 25 years possibly of this story he's been telling. And TikTok is still, I mean, I'm surprised. I thought by now TikTok would be replaced by something else. So I think that's the most unbelievable. One of the most unbelievable things about this story is how the longevity of the TikToky without being replaced by something else.
mob flocks to her channel, which is starting to get some momentum finally. And she's canceled.
Oh, not canceled. The worst thing that can happen to a person.
I defy you, stars!
I defy you, cancellation.
Not only is she canceled,
there's
but
more?
her friends, her coworkers, her colleagues in the community, the people at the school where she taught,
They all believe this Becky? Man, Becky's got some pull from her TikToky.
they all turn against her.
Wow. This is so stupid.
So finally, after all these losses and all this trauma and this rumor that she can't dispel, even though she said repeatedly, I did not do that. Even her siblings have said, she did not do that. It doesn't matter.
You're terrible,
She's continued
Muriel.
with this lie over and over again. It's called the sleeper effect.
I am
If you
not
tell a lie enough,
buying
over
it.
and over again, people believe it.
People start to believe it.
Or the propaganda you guys are trying to push that you were actually being stalked and harassed. If you say it enough times, people will believe it. And people started to believe it. And then people started looking into it and going, wait a minute, just a second. Check his hard drive.
Which is actually what's happened.
That's what's happening with you. People are telling lies over and over, and people are believing it.
Who? Nobody knew about this until you brought it to your hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Like nobody knew.
So finally, after years, and by the way, so Becky meets with her mother for lunch.
Her mother's still alive? Well, that's a bright side to this story.
And she tells her mom, Sylvia,
not to be confused with Sylvia Plath. She did not put her head in the oven. She is fine. She's alive and well.
she said, Mom, that was great.
That was great, Mom. I've loved it. I've loved spending my life stalking this woman and making up lies about her. I've loved cyberbullying, spending my whole life. We don't know if Becky's married. We don't know if she has any kids. All we know is she's on the computer 24/7 harassing Victoria, allegedly, according to Dr. John, and just trying to just destroy her life. Okay. She's like, thank you, Mother, for the wonderful advice. I have enjoyed wasting my time on TikTok talking about Victoria and Victoria's siblings.
You know, you allowed me to see quite clearly that because of free speech, I have a lifetime pass. I have a lifetime ticket to just ridicule and threaten and harass this friend of mine who didn't do enough for me and who rejected me. And she thanks her mom and says, wow, this has just been great. Free speech.
It's been such a nice life. Free speech is great. I've just devoted my whole life to going after this woman, and it has been fun.
Speech is so great. I love it.
I love it.
And oddly enough, Sylvia says at this lunch, So he says, I've been watching this and, maybe it's too much. Maybe you've gone too far. Maybe you should really rein this in a little bit. But Becky says,
because the mom is knocking on heaven's door. She wants to get in good with God. She's born again. Okay. She's like, wait a minute. I've been going back to church. And I think possibly I led you astray. I led you down a demon route to hell. I don't think you should harass someone your whole life. I think you should, get out, go for a walk, exercise, take a Pilates class. Okay? Do something else. I apologize.
no, Mom, you taught me free speech. Like, I could do anything. I could say any damn thing I want. I'm not stalking her.
Everyone knows that. Everyone with like a second grade education knows that is not what free speech is.
I haven't showed up at her home with a gun. I haven't followed her in a car. I haven't followed her at the mall. I haven't followed her in a restaurant. I've done nothing wrong. I could say whatever I want. Free speech.
At the mall. You really think the malls are going to be around in all those years? In the 50 years you've just told us the story about, John?
So the way that
look at Lauren, even look at him. Lauren, that's your husband, girl. I hope you're proud. Is that the man you lay with? That's the man you lay with? You better be doing a little investigating at home, allegedly. Look at her look. She knows. She knows. She's like, it's getting a little too much. Chicken head, PK Dorkface Neely. Thank you so much for the super chat. I gave the wrong sound effect, but you know what I meant. Going to dinner. I'm going to go harass. Yeah, go have a harassing dinner, allegedly. Okay. Moments and Trading says, Judge, call your next witness. Lauren's attorney. Plaintiff calls Brad Pitt to the stand. Brad Pitt. Have you ever been stalked? Brad Pitt. No, that guy, John, sure seems obsessed with me. He really does. He really does. Alana, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, when does Victoria dig up the scrolls? It's coming. Patience. Patience.
The way this ends, and I don't know the final ending, but the way this
he's going to try to sell this. This is John's movie. This is John's creepy movie.
story ends, the way this thought experiment ends, is that she wakes up one morning in her bed.
Dead. Of natural causes, which was caused by her stalker. They say natural causes, but we know it was the stalker. Lord Dr. John, how are you even doctoring?
Distraught.
She wakes up distraught. Wow. Whew. It was kind of anticlimactic here. She's distraught. Is he going to cry? No, stop it. You bitch. You stop. Are they really pretending to cry? You guys, why didn't you warn me about this? What is going on here? He's crying about the pretend story he made up in his head where he's exploiting children.
Distraught.
I hate this. I hate it here. You guys should have warned me. What the fuck?
And she tells her husband.
Are you the husband? Are you the husband?
That she can't keep doing it.
Oh my God, shut the fuck. You guys, why didn't you warn me about this? I feel yucky. This is that yucky cringe where it's not even enjoyable.
Okay, let's take this.
What? You can't get the stinger out? What did you just say?
The way this ends is Victoria.
Dr. John shits his diaper.
Is in her bed.
Didn't you already say this?
Crying.
That's it? This is a shitty ending. This is going to get rejected. Okay? When you go pitch this, it's going to get rejected. You're going to need some help. It's going to need
She wakes her husband up and she tells him,
I can't do this anymore. I know I've been doing it for 60 years, but today's the day I can't do it anymore. John? His name is John too?
that she can't keep doing it. She's decided that she can't go any further.
She's calling in Dr. Kevorkian. Wait till she finds out he's gone.
And she's thinking about herself.
Oh, great. Again, we're exploiting mental health and idle ideation. Oh, yeah.
What happens after that? I don't know.
You are such a shitty writer.
That's the end of the thought experiment.
This is the shittiest thought experiment I've ever seen. Iceberg, right ahead. There's no hope with dope, Dr. John. That was horrible. You need to work on that. You have a PhD and you couldn't come up with a better ending? Jace.
I don't know what she did.
Cliffhanger. He's looking for a season 2. That's what he's looking for. He's like, you'll have to find out. This is a limited series, but we might try for season 2, so it might not be. Yeah. This is going to replace Stranger Things on Netflix.
But she wakes up at that point because she realized
it took her in Becky's defense, it took Victoria a long time to realizes
that Becky's not going to stop until she's completely ruined.
Oh my God. And just honestly go watch Christina's TikToks after this story and see how ridiculous these two look. Boo. Yeah. Put your tomatoes in the chat in the comment section. Boo. Tomato, Dr. John. This is horrible.
Her life, or she's deceased. Because Becky understands that by hiding behind this argument of free speech, that she has a lifetime ticket to target and arrest any person she wants over anything without any repercussions because of free speech. So
Dr. John's like, so we should get rid of free speech because of this stupid fictitious story I told that's very creepy. It makes me look pretty weird. So obviously, if you're going to criticize my wife, we should get rid of all free speech.
my challenge to people with this thought experience, my challenge to anyone is to say to them,
You're challenged because this was just, I can't believe you said this shit out loud. I can't believe this exists in your brain. You're gross, dude.
if you're a mother of someone, a daughter or a son, if you're a mother,
Don't tell people how to mother. Are you a mother? No, you're not, John. He just looked at us. Ew.
would you recommend that one of your sons or daughters engages in this type of behavior? And if you do,
Who recommends that their son or daughter engage in this ridiculous type of behavior you speak of?
I guess that's your choice, right?
He's like, I guess you have free choice, you dick. Elena, thank you so much for becoming a member. Oh my God.
Free speech.
Free speech. John hates free speech. He hates free speech.
But I'm curious,
He's that group of men that are like, we should just have one vote per household and it should go to the man. The man should vote. These women are out here wrecking each other.
I'm curious.
If we don't vote, we let them vote, they'll start scissoring each other in the streets.
Is that a reasonable?
Lauren, shut your man up. Okay? Shut him up. Good God.
Is that a reasonable course of action for a parent to say
Is
to
that a reasonable story for a parent like you, John? You're a parent to tell on the interwebs. You think that's reasonable?
their child or for an adult to say to themselves, I have an issue with this person. I'm going to set up a targeted social media account to harm them. And I will spend the rest of
Your wife is 50.
my life engaged in this campaign of harm.
Your wife is 50. This has been going on for months when she got upset about it. And now it's going to happen her whole life. You know what? Other people will criticize your wife. They just will, especially if she keeps behaving the way she behaves. Yeah, maybe you should change your behavior.
Until I ruin this human being.
Yeah, define harm.
And even if you argue that that's free speech, that doesn't even consider, because this is a philosophical thought experiment, you have to consider the ethical and moral implications of that behavior. We're not even addressing that. Are there ethical and moral implications to letting your child set up such an account under the auspices of free speech?
What does that have to do with your 50-year-old wife and her friends fighting on the interwebs? What does this have to do?
To harm someone else. That's my...
Are you saying that Christina's mom told her to do this?
No, I'm not lying.
How humiliating and degrading.
John, this is not a good look. I didn't think it could get worse. Every time I think these people can't get worse, they get worse.
Question. I do want to return to a part of that thought experiment, by the way.
Please don't. Please don't. Stop exploiting and weaponizing mental health and children with these weird, fictitious fantasies of yours, John.
And it has to do with the part about going into court and being told essentially that this is just nothing but mean girl stuff. Even though Victoria, in this thought experiment, Victoria has never.
Victoria is not your wife, sir. Someone needs to check him in. He needs to go into the hospital. Get him to the hospital. Okay, something's going on there.
Never responded online.
Never.
She's never said anything about
Can you get CTE from bad plugs? Is that what's happening to this man?
Becky. She's never fought back, right?
Oh, she didn't, huh?
I'm going to go back to the textbook.
Jesus.
Stalkers and their victims, second edition, Brad Pitt.
Let's get back to Brad Pitt, sir.
Let's consider this whole idea of a cat fight.
Oh, God. Hi.
Here's what Mullen, they have a chapter 11, it's on female stalkers.
Oh, God. He's going to teach us about female
Here's
stalkers.
what Mullen et al. Say about female stalking.
Putting on his lady glasses. What just fell? What happened? John's like, what's going on over there, Grayson? Grayson just fainted. She fell over. You guys haven't been feeding her, giving her water. You've been making her anxious. She's been eating her eyebrows. It's not good. Okay? You have to feed your assistant cult member, producer lady.
Victimization studies, quote.
He's pissed. Like something happened over there and he's like, don't interrupt me in my thought experiments.
Here's what Mullen et al. Say about female stalking.
Grayson. He's pissed. What are you doing? Get up, woman.
A
man's about to tell you about women's stalking problems. Okay? Get up.
Victimization studies, quote, this is on page 136.
Okay.
Victimization
I've
studies.
never seen people want to be victims more than these two, maybe in my entire life.
Studies indicate that females are seldom prosecuted for stalking offenses, with criminal justice intervention most likely to proceed in those cases.
Woo! Women are winning at something. Maybe because we're normally getting stalked by people who look like you. Go girls.
Cases involving a male accused of stalking a woman. So this is persistent. That many people, including some law enforcement, judges, you name it, they don't see stalking as stalking unless it involves a male. Female
I mean,
are just not prosecuted as much. And that speaks to this issue of the mean girl catfight thing, right? This stereotype that stalking is chasing someone with a gun, and specifically, you better be a male, otherwise you're not going to be prosecuted, because if you're a female doing it, it's not serious.
it's not fair. The girls can stalk and I want to stalk. How come Dr. John can't stalk?
It's a catfight,
Yeah,
right?
catfight.
God is a man made
I'll
up
go
by
on.
other men to tell them that they're special.
Quote, put simply, stalking by females is yet to be afforded the same degree of seriousness attached to males who harass. This despite empirical evidence that females are no less intrusive or persistent in their stalking, and that they are no less a threat to their victims.
Good one, John. You got him. Boom. We got her. Got him.
I just want to say on that issue,
I'm going to cry again. His glasses are so bad, you guys. They're so bad.
that when it comes to stalking,
Why do you let him say these things and wear those glasses, Lauren? This is really bad wifery.
and this is consistent with the research I just read, there's clearly a sexist bias. Males are prosecuted, females aren't. When females
Sexist. Hashtag men too. Hashtag men too.
engage in this type of behavior, even though they're equally dangerous,
It's not fair. The ladies are getting away with it. Us men want to get away with it.
the research shows this, that they're dismissed. And you know what's interesting about your situation?
Nothing.
I really appreciate the fact that certain men like Colby Ryan reached out to you and said, thank you for that verbility. Thank you for that type of raw emotion. But you know what? There's a lot of people that are going to really struggle with that type of raw emotion. There's a lot of people that are going to struggle with that type of a vulnerability. There's a lot of people that are very uncomfortable. And they're, because of that, they're labeling you things like histrionic, right? They're dismissing you because you're a female expressing emotion. This is where this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't think you really, don't try to get on this like feminist rant now. You don't give a shit, John. We're smarter than that. We don't buy it.
Sexist bias comes in. They're dismissing you as not serious.
Because it's not serious. This has nothing to do with sexism. This has everything to do with your wife is wholly unserious. This is a ridiculous claim with no proof. And this is all her feelings being hurt and her wanting to go after this lady and silence her for the things she might know.
As untrustworthy.
Allegedly.
Right? They're dismissing you as frivolous, as silly, as being engaged in a cat
I think John's frivolous and silly.
fight, as a dispute between mean girls because you're female.
Oh, God.
Because the stalker wasn't following you with a gun. It doesn't matter. What? People can't handle
Lord, no.
the type of vulnerability and emotion that you expressed.
Shut the front door. It was performative and forced. We all watched it. A lot of us read it the same.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
She wants to be able to silence her critics and hide her possible evil deeds in the text messages. That's all this is, John. Stop it.
What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled lives for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. F you. You're all pricks.
Yes. You and your wife are pricks.
On that live for hours.
Allegedly.
What's the response? It's to call you histrionic, call you a liar. It's to say you're faking. It's to say you're doing it for clicks.
If it fakes like a duck and fakes like a duck, it might be a fake duck.
You're doing it for attention, right? That's because, and by the way, one of the people saying this because of this was on our show years ago. And I will say this, one of the worst moments I've ever had in 5 years.
Why did he take his glasses off? Why is he so mad, John? How can you get more mad? What the frick? What the French toast? He's like, one of the worst times I had in my life.
And this, because of this, was on our show years ago.
Who?
And I will say this, one of the worst moments I've ever had in 5 years.
Oh, geez, he threw his glasses.
One of the moments that pissed me off to no end, unlike every other moment on any show I've ever been on. This person was on the show.
Who, Christina?
And somebody, a viewer asked a question of me that was extremely emotional. And I was pondering the question. You could see I was getting emotional. I was going to give one of the best responses I've ever given. And you know what happened? Because this person couldn't handle the fact that I was getting emotional.
He was going to give one of the best responses he's ever given. According to who? You don't get to decide that.
I was going to give one of the best responses I've ever given.
Oh my God. You guys your egos are ridiculous. Oh my God. You two and loving the smell of your own farts. I can't with you two. It's going to give one of the best responses.
And you know what happened? Because this person couldn't handle the fact that I was getting emotional, they cut me off. They absolutely cut me off, refused to let me answer because they couldn't handle that emotion.
Sounds like you're
in a
right.
male, especially in a male, that raw emotion that I was about to express. And I was so
angry. Miss Andre. Couldn't in a man. I was going to tell a very sexy story about Brad Pitt. And they cut me off.
The fact that I was getting emotional, they cut me off. They absolutely cut me off, refused to let me answer because this person asked me the question. You could see I was getting emotional. And somebody
sorry, I have to rewind it. I missed the 5 years ago, but the Pharaoh Progressive saying 5 years ago.
One of the moments that pissed me off to no end, unlike every other moment on any show I've ever been on, this person was on the show. And somebody, a viewer asked a question of me that was extremely emotional. And I was pondering the question. You could see I was getting emotional. I was going to give one of the best responses I've ever given. And you know what happened? Because this person couldn't handle the fact that I was getting emotional, they cut me off. They absolutely cut me off, refused to let me answer because they couldn't handle that emotion in a male, especially in a male, that raw emotion that
I love when men cry. So speak for yourself. Okay? It's my favorite thing, watching men cry.
was about to express, and I was so angry. If this person wonders why she's not on our channel, you might want to look at yourself. You might want to look at the fact that you cut me off in one of the most critical moments on one of our shows that I've ever had. You might want to look at the fact.
You interrupted a man. This is why we choose the bear. Because someone cut him off, allegedly, like the Feral Progressive was saying 5 years ago, and he's holding on to that shit. Women fear men will them. Men fear women will laugh at them. This is why we choose the bear. Because he's like, she cut me off. I was saying something.
That people didn't like you. You might want to look at the fact that you spoke over Lauren and myself.
And me. You're such a fragile dickhead.
You might want to look at the fact that you thought you owned this channel when you didn't. You might want to look at the fact that there was a groundswell of people who despised you.
Who despise? Who's he talking about? What is going on? This guy got interrupted once in his whole lifetime, and he can't let it go. He's like, and they say women are hysterical, and they say women can't run shit. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. It's just Rob. Lord, not my favorite Lori Hellis, the lawyer. Oh, I love her even more now. Lori, don't get my girl crush going. Lori interrupted a man. Oh. You are not helping your gender, sir. He is so, the male fragility is dripping off his titties.
God is a man made up by other men to tell them that they're special.
A woman interrupted me once, and now everybody hates you. Hates you. Sir, you spent your whole life interrupting women. Stop it. Lori, I love you, by the way, Lori. I'm flirting with you, Lori. Lori, my girl crush is growing, Lori. Interrupt him again, Lori.
So this idea of female stalkers.
Lori, but honestly, Lori, I love what you did, but look at this man's rage at you interrupting him allegedly 5 years ago. You should look into a TRO on this mofo. Because he looks like he's ready to people. All right. This is why we don't got to worry about Christina. We got to worry about this dude. Look at how irrational he's reacting to someone interrupting him when he thought he was going to say one of the most profound, vulnerable things of his life. God, sir.
Being frivolous and
he's such a weak little scrotum boy. Oh my God. She really got under his skin just by interrupting. And it could have just, I mean, it's probably just either she was bored with him, like I would interrupt you all day, sir. Or it was just a mistake. And that shit happens when there are multiple people talking on a panel on YouTube. Lindsay, thank you so much for the super chat saying Meredith Marks would be livid for my family. Meredith Marks would go, my family? You interrupted me and my family.
Silly and hysterical and overly emotional.
He sure is acting like
most of the people saying that are males. Because they can't handle.
You can't talk about your wife experiencing sexism and misogyny when you full on just got a rager, not in the cager, a rager in your soul over a woman who was on your channel once or frequently, but one time she interrupted you. And you're like, I hate her. I got to hear that again. His pain brings me joy.
People that are going to really struggle with that type of really new things comes in. They're dismissing you because you're female. People can't be histrionic. And by the way, one of the people saying this because of this.
I got to hear it again, you guys. It's like so great.
Was on our show years ago.
It's also like scary, but it's just so great because he's such a baby.
And I will say this, one of the worst moments I've ever had in 5 years, one of the moments that pissed me off to no end, unlike every other moment on any show I've ever been on, this person was on the show. And somebody, a viewer asked a question of me It was extremely emotional.
Me.
And I was pondering the question. You could see I was getting emotional. I was going to give one of the best responses I've ever given. And you know what happened? Because this person couldn't handle the fact that I was getting emotional, they cut me off.
Oh, you're such a dickhead.
They absolutely cut me off.
Lauren, that's your husband. That's embarrassing. You should be embarrassed, John, for being like this, but girl, get a DIVORCE, okay?
Boom. Roasted.
Refused to let me answer because they couldn't handle that emotion.
Glory for
in a
president.
male, especially in a male, that raw emotion.
That's yeah, we couldn't. She just couldn't wait for you to get the tear out for your performative sadness that we've seen throughout this live.
That I was about to express, and I was so
I expressed it in my pants.
angry. If this
So angry.
person wonders why,
Johnny big mad. Johnny can't cry on camera. Somebody interrupt Johnny. Johnny couldn't just pick up where Johnny left off. Johnny must rage out all these years later. Johnny very fragile. Lindsay, thank you for the super chats. You know what? You want me to go there with her? You want me to go there with the husbands? I'll go there with the husbands. You want me to go there with the husbands? I'll go there with the husbands. Okay, thank you, Lindsay. And thank you, Alex. Is he wearing a toupee? Also, he's so angry. He's out of breath. He's out of breath. He's so weak. He's just a little scrotum man. He's very weak. He's very bothered by a woman speaking is getting him this. This is why there are so many Dateline episodes with guys that look like him going to people that are women. Literally. I'm going to forever be more scared of Dr. John than I will ever be Christina and the gang and their tiki-takis. All right. DB, thank you so much for the super chat. This is Gaslighting Gold. He gets the gold medal in being a complete dickhead. God, you...
she's not on our channel?
It's not our channel anymore because I told Lauren I was getting sad. I was a man that was gonna cry. I was getting sad in my baby Gap shirt. And then Lori Hellis said something, blah, 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 vagina something. And I was like, shut up, woman! And I couldn't express my man feelings. And so now she must die. Now I'm forever mad at Lori Hellis. Hellis. She hurt my testicles.
You might want to look at yourself.
Says the guy crying about someone interrupting him 5 years ago.
You might want to look at the fact that you cut me off. And when
How many road rages has this dude been in? I am worried for every woman out there with this guy. Sir. Oh, he is sick but a psycho. Oh, I'm sweet, but he's a psycho.
one of the most critical moments.
One of the most critical moments. Oh my God, dramatic. This man is more dramatic than all the Real Housewives.
On one of our shows that I've ever had, you might want to look at the fact that people didn't like you.
Who cares, John? As women, it's not our goal to be out there and be liked. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, John. Nobody likes you.
You might want to look.
Everybody likes Lori. And even if they didn't, she wouldn't care because she's a educated, successful woman who's not a ridiculous human being like you and your dumb wife. No offense, all offense.
At the fact that you spoke over Lauren and myself.
Over Lauren and mice, but most importantly, me. Me.
You might want to look at the fact that you thought you owned this channel when you didn't.
How did you jump from like, this is how you're irrational, sir. You are an irrational, scary human being for this. You jump from, she interrupts you, which could honestly be just like, oh, hey, we spoke over each other. Or she could have something more important to say. Shut up. You talk too much. Okay. To, you don't own this channel. What? When did she say she wanted to own your channel? Technically, you don't either. Your wife runs it, little balls.
You might want to look at the fact that there was a groundswell of
What's a groundswell? Oh my God.
people who despised you.
Despised, sir? This is a full-on meltdown. This guy is crashing out, as the kids say, over someone interrupting.
It's inappropriate.
A groundswell of people who despise you. This guy is Vecna. And then he goes licking his lips again. Lauren, tell your husband to shut up.
So this idea of female stalkers being frivolous and silly and hysterical.
That's you. That's you, sir.
And overly emotional.
That's you.
Most of the people saying that are males.
Like you.
Because they can't handle that type of emotion. They can't
That's you, dickhead.
handle that vulnerability. So the easy response to that is to point the finger at you and say, you're lying, you're faking. The goal
is for John to talk more.
Is not only to play in this, to fall into the stereotype of that only males are stalkers, only males can be violent. That's bullshit.
Oh, John said a swear. John said a swear.
The goal is to disempower you.
Not disempower. The goal is to disempower you and disembowel me.
The goal is to disempower all females.
I don't feel disempowered at all. I feel more powerful, bitch.
That are stalked by other females.
Bitch. Female never stalked me, but guess who has? Men. Men. Men.
The goal is to make you look irrational.
I think she did that herself, and you did that yourself.
The goal is to make you look weak and stupid. And
why are you calling your wife weak and stupid? Oh my God.
Irrational. It's to call you a liar, to discredit you. And you know what it's about? It's about the fact that these people cannot handle vulnerability.
They can't handle male vulnerability, you guys. John was going to say one of the most profound things ever. And Lori Hellis cut him off.
Toxic people are trying to get things. They're not being toxic for no reason. They're gaining something out of how they operate. That's why they operate like that, because they get something. As soon as you find that out, you'll be able to cut off what they're getting, and they will leave. Yeah.
The new thing is that, as a cis male, did you say cis? Raise your voice, yell, do whatever you feel entitled to do. But as a straight male, if I was a woman, I could do that. If I was a gay male, I could do that. But as a straight male, if I raise my voice, it's wrong.
John sounds a lot like Tom Sandy Butt when he's talking about being a cis male. John's like, they don't want us cis males to be vulnerable. No, they don't.
It's about the fact that years ago when that person cut me off.
Build a bridge. Aren't you supposed to be in psychology? Jeez, you're more effed up than anyone you've allegedly ever seen. In my opinion, sir. You even said you cut me off years and you can't let it go.
It's about the fact that these people cannot handle vulnerability. It's about the fact that years ago when that person cut me off, she could not handle my vulnerability and my raw emotion, and I'm still pissed.
We know, John. We know. Your testicles are crying. We know. Oh, my God. Change his diaper, Lauren, and put him to bed with a passy.
Years later,
I'm still pissed in the way he looks at his wife. Like it's your fault. You let that bitch interrupt me.
I'm pissed. She could not handle my vulnerability and my raw emotion, and I'm still pissed. Years later, I'm pissed that somebody cut me off when I was going to answer.
Can you imagine if he was a woman? How many times women get cut off in their lives? You wouldn't make it. You wouldn't make it. How many times we get cut off while bleeding and in pain? Huh.
My question, and probably the most vulnerable way I could ever answer a question.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Dr. John, you're a joke, bitch. Nobody cares.
Because it was about my son.
Oh my God.
And it was,
but again, exploiting more children, weaponizing the kids. It was about my son, who I will teach. Don't let women interrupt you. Okay.
It was about JJ.
The fuck's JJ? Is that one of the victims? Are they mentioning victims again, you guys?
So I say to all the haters claiming that you're lying and that this can't be stalking, I say
Dominique,
to them, I challenge them.
So you were telling something vulnerable about your son and one of the victims of the crimes you guys cover. Look at her. Look at him. John. These two are going to be a Dateline episode. This is like creepy. This is creepy. This is creepy. This is creepy. Keith Morrison, you might be meeting one of them again. Okay?
To look again and to check their own emotions and to check themselves and their own inability to be.
How dare you tell us to check ourselves when you can't handle someone interrupting you, you bitch. Thank you, Liz, for the super chat. Best roast ever. This dude is a whole joke. Like, he is a big pampered baby. Okay? He done doo-dooed his huggies. He's having a hissy in his shitty drawers.
Vulnerable. And to check their.
John mad. John big mad. John not wearing CPAP machine tonight because John gonna risk it. John don't care. John breathe like normal.
Own emotions and to check themselves and
John don't need no machine. John vulnerable.
Their own inability to be vulnerable.
God, shut up.
Because what they're doing.
You couldn't pay me to be married to a guy like this. I don't care how many Princeton degrees. I do not care. Oh my God.
Is despicable. And I want to make a comment too. I want to go back to this idea of psychological essentialism where we started, that all people at some level want to see themselves as good people. And that people often take small traits and amplify them, generalize from those traits to define another human being. Remember we talked about, Gabriel?
No.
The herder?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor kids. All you've been talking about is children, you sicko.
The 4-year-old herder.
There's a lot of people out there.
Why couldn't you find Gabriel, the 45-year-old herder? That would make more sense.
They're mocking your looks, that are making fun of your appearance.
Not mocking your looks. If I had a nickel for every time someone called me fat online, oh my God, I wouldn't be here right now.
We do not care.
I'd be cruising. Well, I wouldn't go on a cruise, but I would be off with Hype Man husband Chilla and on vacay. Okay. I would probably come back and talk to you guys, but all right. I'd be swimming like Scrooge McDuck in my money pit.
And
not right, but it's okay.
And I just want to say on that, I mean, people can, you're laughing about some of it. It's
yes, we're laughing about all of it. You are a joke, sir.
Funny, right? Like some of it's roasting you, but let's.
That's me. Hi. Rusty, baby.
What the French toast?
Did you think I wouldn't find out about your little doo-doo head cootie queen?
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lint liquor?
You lint liquor?
Look a little deeper, right? Like that's psychological essentialism. If you want to disempower a female, the easiest way to do it is to mock her looks.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're not even a girl. I'm not a girl, not quite a therapist, but I am a fragile man, baby. And if you interrupt me once, I'll remember it for the rest of my life. I'm not a girl, not quite a man, but I wear shirts that don't fit, and my toupee don't quit, and I might have CTE.
And then to say, look, she looks stupid. She must be stupid.
No, you look stupid. You must be stupid.
Right? It's to do the very thing that the 4-year-old was doing to Gabriel, which was to take a particular element, a particular attribute of you, your looks, whatever, your eyebrows, right? And it was to say...
Sounds like John doesn't like your eyebrows, lady.
It's inappropriate.
That because of that, you're a clown.
Boom.
Because of the way...
Did you call your wife a clown because of her eyebrows? Good God, John, that is your wife.
You look. That you're silly and you can't be taken seriously.
John, did you say that about your wife?
And therefore you must be a liar. And you know what? That's fucking bullshit.
Oh, not the effing bomber. We got to hear that effing bomber again.
The way you look, that you're
He is just, I'm just going to not talk and let him roast his wife here.
silly and you can't be taken seriously, and therefore you must be a liar. And you know what? That's fucking bullshit. And it pisses me off because it is so sexist and it is so demeaning and it is so disempowering of women. And you get it all the time, unfairly. You get it from women.
Oh, John, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what you're talking about.
But it's a classic case.
Your wife was doing that, allegedly. Your wife is the one allegedly texting people mean shit about other people that trust her.
Of psychological essentialism, in the sense that you're taking one attribute, your looks, or any female's looks. I'm sure a lot of females out there have gone through this.
Okay, first of all, when men say females, that's a red mother frickin' flag. If you can't say women and you be saying females, that's a red flag.
Allegedly.
Oh, they're females. The females. Don't interrupt me, you female.
It's taking.
Uh-oh, Grayson fell again. Another one of Grayson's teeth fell out.
Boom.
Did you guys hear it?
Roasted.
Because she can't see the dentist. Because the wife of the dentist allegedly is harassing Lauren too. Grayson's, that's the whole thing. Grayson's teeth just keep falling out back there. Poor Grayson. Justice for Grayson's gums. Her gingivitis.
That you're taking one attribute, your looks, or any female's looks. I'm sure a lot of females out there have gone through this.
That sounded like the whole front row. Grayson, go see the California dentist, Grayson.
Taking one aspect, one attribute of you and generalizing to your personality and defining you in terms of that.
God, you're so stupid. You're both so weird.
And if that's not sexist, then, you know,
It's not sexist. It's sexy, Jenny.
I don't know what the hell is, but but in today's world, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, sexism doesn't matter in today's world. It doesn't affect John. It's not like we're vulnerable males who were interrupted while we were speaking.
Right. It doesn't matter in the sense that, and it's not, by the way, you're so used to it, it's not going to harm you.
Right.
But
so then why are we here if it's not going to harm her?
But I think what I want to say is I want the people to be aware of let's call this what it is.
Did Grayson's tooth fall out again?
Right.
But I think what I want to say is I want the people to be aware of let's call this what it is.
Damn, someone check on her. Shit is falling back there. I'm falling. I can't get up.
When you mock someone's looks,
oh, shut up.
Do you really believe that that's defining their personality?
Yes, John, we believe that.
Do you really believe?
When you make up creepy stories about teenagers, does that define your personality, John?
That is a valid perspective on
I don't even know what he's saying.
Who that person is, that's a valid.
His brain can't keep up with his stupidity.
Insight into who that person is. It's obviously not.
Who cares? Like literally. When people go, oh, you're ugly, you're fat. I go, okay, cool. Move on. .org. Don't care. What are you talking about? Did Christina call her ugly? Like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
Something fell again. Grayson's whole grill has fallen out. Somebody called my wife ugly. And you just keep reminding her. Someone called you ugly. You look like a clown. Look at your eyebrows. Yeah, they did. What a guy.
So I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I know that.
Oh, really? Well, you're not. It's not working to change our mind, but you're definitely trying, sir.
Cognitive, I talked about it earlier.
God, this guy sucks. I did not think he could suck more than last time, but he has successfully sucked more.
I know that confirmation bias and the cognitive response principle mean that no matter what information you give someone, they're not going to change their mind. They're just going to come up with reasons why they're right.
Which is exactly what you've done for the past 3 hours and 19 minutes and 41 seconds.
No, from
through your bookies.
confirmation bias that whatever I say here, they already have an opinion. They're going to believe that no matter what.
Just like you guys.
So I'm just putting this out there because
I like to hear myself talk. And one time Lori Hellis interrupted me and I will never get over it. I'm disgusted.
trying to compliment your 9-hour live with my.
No, you did not compliment it. Unless by compliment, you mean go down the toilet further into the sewers with the Ninja Turtles.
Lesser version of that. My research-based live.
There was no research. Okay. It was based, but there was no research.
That analyzes the situation because you know what? That's what our viewers expect. That's what our viewers like. This is what we do.
This is what you guys like? Gross. I hope that's not true for the viewers over there.
At Hidden Truth.
What did she say?
That analyzes the situation because you know what? That's what our viewers expect. That's what our viewers like. This is what we do.
At Hidden True Crime.
At
Hidden True Crime. This is what we do. We make up false allegations against people and try to silence any critics. And when I behave badly, instead of saying sorry, I say that I'm being stalked and harassed, allegedly. That's what we do over at Hidden True Crime. We waste your time with frivolous civil stalking injunctions that hold no weight or merit. That's what we do.
Hidden True Crime.
And for those of you that didn't know, because I think a lot of people that are talking about the epic 9-hour live haven't even watched this before.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not going to. Not for crime stuff. Oh my God, I can't trust anything you people say.
This is what we do here at Hidden True Crime.
Yeah, you're just showing the world, like, oof, the lack of integrity, ma'am.
This is what we do.
Will I?
I do want to get back to the free speech issue. There's a couple of things.
Oh, no, you already told us. Free speech shouldn't exist when it comes to your wife. You've already said it. We know. We get it, John. Why must you talk in circles?
Things I want to talk about at the end here, and then
Like, another book over here.
we're going to be done soon.
Please, God. End this. End it.
You read this on your live? This is the memorandum.
Yes.
She read so much, and it was so bad. Okay.
This is inappropriate.
Our attorney. Let's get back. Dastin.
Dastin? I forgot. Is that his name? Dastin. Dastardly Dastin.
This is the memorandum.
Yes.
By our attorney. Dastin.
Dastin.
This is his reply. This is his reply to their free speech argument. The reply memorandum in support of requests for civil stalking and petitioner's pretrial brief.
I'm going to read some of this because I think it's important and it's going to reiterate some of the issues we've talked about.
Because see how sexist he is? He didn't think you did a good enough job. Lauren, your husband's got to do it over. He's like, I know you already did this, but I'm going to do it again because it's going to mean more from me because number 1, I'm a man. Number 2, I'm a man. And number 3, Lori Hellis can go straight to hell for interrupting me one time 4 years ago. I still remember it.
Especially about free speech.
Shut up.
Just from the introduction, quote, respondents' opposition fundamentally mischaracterizes both the law and the facts of this by advancing 2 legally unsupported defenses. Number 1, the petitioner's social media presence somehow diminishes her protection from stalking. Think about that. Her attorneys argued that her social media presence, that your social media presence diminished your protection from stalking.
Tell that to Taylor Swift.
Why are you guys laughing? I thought you were afraid for your lives. And again, with the Taylor Swift, leave her out of it.
So somehow because you're a limited
public figure.
Look at her, sir. Yeah, you tell him, Johnny. Tell him, Johnny. Me and Taylor Swift, we get harassed.
Figure, and you have a social media presence. Never once did you respond to her.
Lauren just gave us a little shimmy. She gave us a little shimmy.
So somehow because you're a limited public figure, and you have a social media presence, never once.
She wants to dance. She's going to try out for Dancing with the Stars next. She's like, shimmy.
Respond to her, by the way, but that diminishes your protection from stalking. And 2, that creating multiple social media accounts dedicated to attacking petitioner's character constituted protected, quote, public discourse. Both arguments fail as a matter of law. The evidence before this court, including sworn declarations from multiple witnesses and documented exhibits, demonstrates a calculated campaign of harassment that has caused petitioner, you, to experience suicidal ideation for the first time in her life. As petitioner testified, up until 2025, I've never questioned that before. This has felt like a complete nightmare I can't wake up from, unquote. The dangerous precedent respondent seeks would eviscerate stalking protects anyone with online presence and would transform social media into a free fire zone for personal business. The court should reject respondents' attempt to weaponize the First Amendment as a shield for targeted harassment. The First Amendment protects robust public debate and criticism, but it does not protect.
John can't even catch his breath through these sentences. Oh my God. Maybe us women don't have to be so afraid of this guy. He's like,
of conduct intended to cause fear or emotional distress, targeted harassment campaigns, true threats, and stalking behavior. This is from Virginia v. Black, 538 U.S., Counterman versus Colorado, 600 U.S. Quote, the First Amendment permits restrictions on speech that threaten unlawful violence or consist of targeted harassment. The most compelling evidence that respondents' conduct constitutes stalking, rather than protected speech, is that the singular purpose of social media is the singular purpose of the social media accounts. Respondent has created at least 2 separate social media accounts dedicated exclusively to disparaging petitioner under the thin veil of discussion, quote, an ex-friend. This is not a case where respondent maintains general social media accounts that occasionally reference petitioner while discussing various topics. These accounts were created for one purpose only: conduct a sustained campaign attack to moral character. When 100% of the content targets a single individual, it cannot be characterized as public discourse. It is a harassment campaign.
My attorney is Dastin Dow, by the way. Many people asked. They thought this was really well done. Thank you, Dastin.
did she say her attorney is Dastin Gout? Oh my gosh. Next, Lisa Barlow's going to be like, and you're S-ing that gout D.
The Supreme Court has long
John, catch your breath, sir.
distinguished between speech on matters of public concern and purely private disputes. See Snyder versus Phelps. Personal grievances between former friends do not constitute matters of public concern that warrant First Amendment protection when used as weapons for
Oh my God, he's so mad.
harassment. This is revenge masquerading as free speech. I'm skipping around. By the way.
Yeah. I read the whole thing on my 9-hour live. You're making your points.
The clear intent is to damage the petitioner's reputation and cause emotional distress. Each account creation, each post, and each attempt to expand the audience for these attacks constitutes a separate act in the stalking pattern. The use of multiple platforms demonstrates escalation and obsessive behavior, not legitimate commentary. Here, the numbers speak for themselves. 50 plus posts and videos about you, petitioner, over a 6-month period across multiple platforms. This far exceeds the statutory minimum of, quote, 2 or more acts required by law. Each of these 50 posts represents a deliberate choice to continue the campaign. This is not a case of 1 or 2 ill-considered posts in a moment of anger. This is a sustained, deliberate campaign spanning half a year. The sheer volume and duration demonstrate the obsessive nature of respondent's conduct and her intent to cause ongoing distress. The Ragsdale Court.
Do you say the rags? John's on the rag. Can you imagine John with his period? He would die. He would die. He couldn't handle it.
Emphasized examining the cumulative effect of conduct. A social media harassment campaign creates unique cumulative harm. We talked about this in the research. Permanent digital footprint of attacks, viral potential of expanding the audience, 24/7 accessibility to harassing content, and recruitment of others to participate in the harassment, which she did. Also, the ongoing nature creates the fear of escalation. Respondent's opposition states it is simply not reasonable.
This guy just likes reading.
That Matthias would expect to continually engage in public discussion without encountering speech he disagrees with. This fundamentally misunderstands the reasonable person analysis under Utah Code 776-5-106.5. The proper inquiry is whether a reasonable person in petitioner's circumstances would experience fear or emotional distress from the specific conduct alleged, not whether public figures should generally expect criticism.
Oh, God.
The Supreme
God. Shut up, John. Shut up.
Court in Counterman versus Colorado recently reaffirmed to protect conduct of the petitioner's main points.
So much lip licking going on, Jen.
The claim that and would create dangerous precedents. I agree with that, by the way.
Lick lips. Lick lips, John.
Included or about to.
I want to lick my lips all the time when I'm a fragile dude and I'm talking about crime. Yeah. And I wanna I get no sex. That's real. That's my fantasy.
No, it's the. Oh, here it is. I got.
Oh, he's losing shit again. I wanna lick my lips all day, and I wanna wear my grandma's sunglasses and her goggles and her eyeglasses. I make a spectacle of myself wearing tiny spectacles. Here's a book, not a boner. He provides books,
let me read it
not
again.
Boners.
The witches were presumed to be.
Oh, now we're talking about the Salem witch.
Just like this discussion, and I think it's a. Because
I want to lick my lips. Oh my God, I can't with this guy. How much longer? Okay. Oh, we got like under 5 minutes.
I think it's absolutely relevant to this discussion, and I think it's a good way to end in thinking about all the motivations that this smear campaign involved, all the people that believe they have the moral authority to vilify you and dehumanize you, right? Just like they did in Salem, Massachusetts. Like has the
picture it, Hong Kong, 1692. Okay. Lauren Hidden True Crime is there, and people are making tiki-takis that are allegedly about her, but they're not naming her or showing her picture. But her feelings are hurt, and a well-respected woman who's smarter than John interrupted him. And he is crashing out in his underoos. His Hanes his way are all in a bundle, in a bunch, sir.
The world really changed in 350 years? Has the world really changed that much?
Not for you.
I don't know. No.
Uh-oh, more of Grayson's teeth just fell out. Good God. Help her out. Get back, Loretta. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm going to read this.
Oh, of course you are. I'm going to hear myself speak again. Lauren, can you unplug him? Please.
In his hands, meaning Arthur Miller's hands.
Not Arthur Miller. Not the crucible. Oh my God. In his hands.
Quote, this is from the introduction. Quote, in Arthur Miller's hands, the ghosts of those who died have proved real enough. Even if the witches they were presumed to be were little more than fantasies, conjured by a mixture of fear, ambition, frustration, jealousy, and perverted pride.
John is the tooth fairy.
That's exactly. Couldn't say it better.
You guys' is pride. It's exactly. That's the problem. You and your wife are too prideful. Let it go, Elsa. Let it go.
Those are exactly the motivations.
Why do you look at him like that? If me and my husband look at each other like this, we better go to counseling. And not by Dr. John.
That fueled the smear campaign. Those are the
Oh, he's back on the pep smear campaign.
motivations that fueled vilifying you, dehumanizing you. Let me read it again. The witches were presumed to be little more than fantasies.
She's not cool enough to be a witch. She would not be invited to the coven. Let's be real here, people. Okay? She is not witch material.
How did you become a witch?
I was born weird and stayed that way.
Lauren is not cool. Is not a cool lady.
Conjured by a mixture of fear, ambition, frustration,
Jessica Lange would get rid of her fast. Okay? Stevie Nicks, she is not.
jealousy, and perverted pride.
What do you say, Ussy?
Be little more than fantasies conjured by a mixture of fear, ambition, frustration, jealousy, and perverted pride.
Perverted like you.
Why fear? Why fear? Because I think you pose threat.
No fear. John still has his no fear t-shirts. Sometimes he wears them on the weekends when they go to the Costco. Actually, they're more Sam's Club people. No offense, all offense.
That's to people's identities. You pose threats to their self-esteem. You may have posed threats to their businesses. Not from anything you did.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Not from any.
Huh? What are you talking about? Whose businesses? What? Now you're accusing your wife of threatening businesses?
Anything you did. Just from running our channel, from producing good art and good content.
Art? You think this is art? Exploiting crime victims is now art? Good God, these people are delusional. Oh my gosh. Dark, dark DB, both of them. Yes, projection. He's describing the two of them. They're like, this is art. No one would invite these two losers to the coven. Okay? No.
By getting good interviews, by being a quality journalist, by being an ethical journalist.
That's debatable.
You created fear.
No fear.
Ambition, because all of these people were competitors. Their ambition to see you as
It's very strange that he thinks other people's pain and them profiting off of it is art. Them simply talking about it, these horrific crimes, is art. That's interesting, Dr. John. You might want to look into that. As you tell everyone else to look in the mirror, you might want to look in the mirror.
Frustration.
See, they just think they're so great. And that's the biggest problem here, is they really believe their own hype. Ugh, it's gross.
This group was frustrated because they couldn't control you. This group couldn't get you to conform.
What? Lauren is like the definition of a conformist.
Jealousy.
No one is jealous of your wife, John.
Jealousy over the quality of your work.
You told me this is what you do at Hidden Crime. I didn't know what you guys do. And if this is what you do, where is the quality?
Boom. Roasted.
Okay, because this is an edited video and you still got shit dropping in the back. You guys are just like putting out drama, which is fine, but own that.
Nothing more. Jealousy over the fact that you were growing so rapidly.
You were growing.
Perverted pride.
Growing. These two are just in competition with everybody. And other people are like, we're not in competition with you.
That's the pride to control the world.
Right, Callista?
The pride to dominate the world. The pride to control other people. The pride to harass other people, to control them, to intimidate them. And most importantly, I'm going to add with this final thought.
Oh, good. Thank you, final. Woo, hallelujah.
The pride to engage in a self-righteous moral crusade against you. For no reason.
Lauren Matthias, who's so holy.
Other than
the holiest, blondest lady in Nevada.
Pure
with eyebrows to the heavens.
Fantasy.
She's got so much Lululemon. These ladies are so jelly. She's got the latest UGG slippers in every shade. You're jealous, bitches.
That's it.
That's it. Why are you guys laughing? Where are your teeth? Did he take his teeth out? Did I miss it? And he took his teeth out? What's happening here? Did Grayson steal his teeth? What's going on? I don't know. Someone told me she's in Nevada. She's from Utah. I don't know where this chick is. I don't know where. But they're so terrified for their lives. They're laughing. And John took his teeth out because he's getting comfy and vulnerable. What is going on? Grayson took John's teeth. That's the true crime in all of this.
That's my opinion. All you got? And I don't have a watch on.
Did you see the way he just stopped laughing?
That's it.
That's all you got? And I don't really have a watch on.
Oh my god, that was so creepy. I have to make myself small so you can watch that again. That was so creepy. Oh my god, Trey creepy. John. He went from laughing to just straight face. Straight serial killer.
That's it.
That's all you got? And I don't really have a watch on.
Oh my god, yeah. God, you're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out, man. I know yike. Like my little niece used to say, I know yike. I know yike. I know yike it. Stop it. Okay, which one of these did I have? We'll just do this. Me no yike.
Thank you. It wasn't 9 hours. You're pretty good.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. You didn't have to take a bathroom break. I did.
That's true. No, I took one.
He pissed himself.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Oh, so did I.
She took a poopers. Oh my god, you guys, we did it! Yay! Woo! Oh, it's amazing. When you finish this weird live that they did, that was so bad. That was so bad. That was très difficile. Okay, John, you're what the French call les incompetents. P.S. You have to sleep in the hide-a-bed with Fuller tonight. If he has too much to drink, he'll wet the bed.
So Brad Pitt has this allegation.
I think Brad's cute, but
yeah, that's
and
fine.
I think he's a great actor.
That's fine. Yeah,
but I haven't assessed him the way you have.
That's
And
fine.
I think he's a great actor.
That's fine. Yeah.
But I haven't assessed him the way you have. Assessed him the way you have. Assessed him the way you have.
I haven't assessed him the way you have. Dr. John. Oh, God, that was horrendous. I don't know how they thought that was going to fix anything for them. Okay, let me pull up the latest happenings in the Matthias world. Okay, let's see. I'm scrolling. Smash that like if you haven't already, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. That was, woof, goodness gracious. Adios mío. I don't even know. I have so much, I sent myself so much BravoCon stuff. I'm just getting through the BravoCon. Okay, there's Vicky Gumbelson, got her orange back for Real Housewives of Orange County, season 20. Okay, here we go. Christina's Crime Con cop video. Here we go. Let me open this up. So there is a Christina, the woman that they call a stalker, who we've now, after consuming many hours of them trying to convince us she's a stalker, I think we can all agree she is not a stalker. Okay. My opinion over here and a lot of other people's opinion. And you guys are weirdos. But this channel called Hella Excited Utterance, I think it's called. Let me give them a subscribe, give them a little likey. Okay. They did a video where they were putting out some information on the World Wide Web, you guys, about this HTC Hidden True Crime Stalker scandal. Christina had the private video that had with her Meta glasses, I think. So let's just watch a little bit of their stuff. I'm going to drop the link to their video here in the live chat, and let me drop in the comment section so you can go show them some love in the club. I had never watched these people before. I'm just getting introduced to so many new channels, but there it is in the live chat. Let me put it in the, okay, is this it? Yes, let me put it in the comment section here. Okay, what are they called again? Excited Utterance is the channel. Excited Utterance video, and I'll drop it in the description so that if you are on the replay crew, you can find this entire video. If you want to watch the whole thing, we're not going to watch the whole thing. You can go subscribe to their channel and all that they have to offer. It seems like they are covering this. So shout out to them. Shout out. All right.
Many, many more days than that for the other one.
Welcome, Cubic Zirconia. I need to rename my money's Patreon. They're talking.
I'm Team Lauren. Yay, Lauren.
Really? I mean, YouTube surely is going to look at this and say, oh, they're hateful. Like, yeah. Take us off the air. Tracy Burton's here.
So the officer is going to be flashing us, guys.
I'm just going to be fast forwarding until they get to the part where they start talking about this.
Last time we discussed the mystery of the removal of Lauren's alleged stalker, Christina, from the bar area of CrimeCon on Saturday night.
Okay, so they're going to be talking about the removal of Christina, like they said, from the bar of CrimeCon and how that went down. They had some new information that they got, I believe, from Christina herself. So I'll let them tell us a little bit.
September 6th, 2025. All right, so it's a bit of a mystery, a little bit of a mystery. Okay, so remember, we've only ever seen police body cams of the Friday when Christina was served her TRO at CrimeCon and told she could stay in the hotel but not attend the event. That was September 5th, 2025. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, you can do it. Boom. Let's see if this is going to play ball. Okay, so there's been several discussions with the Aurora PD and thorough records requests, and still nothing from CrimeCon Saturday night, 6th of September 2025 incident. Nothing from them. Anyway. Okay, now here's proof of receipt of an email to the city clerk from September 29, 2025. So, yep. What happened after that was this. So, it was found out, the city clerk said that, advised that this request had to be directed through to the Aurora Police Records website, and this occurred on October 2nd, 2025, right? So this was not Deep Throat.
No.
This was someone else, right? And it's a little bit embarrassing because I've seen Deep Throat's records request, and it's nowhere near as good as this.
No, I looked at it, and yeah, it was pretty good. I was like, I need to really need to.
We're going to show it. We're going to show it. Okay, so this was on October 2nd, 2025. Now, think about that. We are now, what is it? Today is the 14th of November, my time, 13th your time, right? Yeah, okay, so we are more than a month out from that, like 5, almost 6 weeks out from that. No response has been received to this.
No response has been sent.
No, and I'll show you. So here's that records request. right? Check it. Right. Look at it. Look at the gorgeous records request.
Wow.
We'll just have a little bit of a look through it. Dear Records Custodian, pursuant to Colorado Open Records Act, CORA, blah, 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 blah. This person wants CAD dispatch logs, all computer-aided dispatch entries, dispatch logs and call for service records for Gaylord Rockies Resort and Convention Center between 5 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. This includes and their lunch order, 2, and conventions, a resort and file ID numbers with person.
No.
A media
Would have a good reason to follow up on all this, but it appears I do. So we'll need to be seeing how to further push them to get a response.
Hey, this normal Idaho mum. Okay, so we're going to look at the email in question in a minute. I find the timing of the email from Bobby Joe Olson appearing on Reddit really curious. The fact that we spoke about Bobby Joe Olson just 2 days ago, and an email from Bobby Joe Olson to the Aurora Police Department, just about everyone possible in the Aurora Police Department, appearing on Reddit, and the janitor, and his golf partner, that appears within a day or two. So that's interesting.
Also, this story had been pretty quiet for several days, over a week, I think.
It had been quiet. It'd been going quiet, yes.
Nothing. Like, it was almost over, or it seemed that way. And then that just drops.
There's Grayson. Oh, Grayson. Every time I see Grayson, I'm just like, oh, get her a dentist, guys. She lost her dentist due to the mean girls.
So let's just go back a sec to this whole thing with Bobby Joe for a minute. So who's Bobby Joe?
Yes, who is Bobby Joe? Uh-oh. Bad Wi-Fi.
Vovine and Raymer. Thank you guys.
Vovine.
Thank you. We appreciate Aurora. You guys have, I was talking to Bobby Joe's Marina. This is the first people that was.
Okay, so Grayson just says, thank you. We appreciate you guys. Said that we watched this detective video in part whatever of the video because Lauren Matthias showed this police video at CrimeCon when the police came to save her from scary Christina, who was also at CrimeCon. And so she says, we talked to Bobby Joe earlier. So this Bobby Joe is pretty important to the story.
Vovine and Raymer. Thank you guys.
Vovine.
Thank you. We appreciate Aurora. You guys have, I was talking to Bobby Joe's Marina. This is the first people that listen to us.
We're talking to Bobby Joe this morning, the first people that listen to us. Why does it sound like they're trying to like get a little polyamorous thing going on here?
Well, we got information email.
Are they just flirt with the detective?
The other day.
Right. So this is where we got the idea that there was a Bobby Joe involved in the first place. This name drop by Grayson on the Friday on this on this body cam.
Grayson.
Yeah. Right.
Poor Grayson.
So she drops this name Bobby Joe and she says, this is the first time people have listened to us. Right. I was talking to Bobby Joe this morning. This is the first time people have listened to us. Yeah.
And there, Grayson.
Yeah. Oops. And then just the other day, we showed you guys this, and it's just a tiny little snippet.
Incredible interview today with two women I greatly admire.
Aww.
We have Detective Bobby Joe Olson and Detective Molly Harris. They were lead detectives, investigators.
So one of them is Bobby Joe, and one of them farted. Did you guys hear that? Someone has a little gas.
And then just the other day, we showed you guys this, and it's just a tiny little snippet.
Incredible interview today with two women I greatly admire.
Aww.
We have Detective Bobby Joe Olson and Detective Molly Harris. They were lead detectives, investigators on.
Okay, so they were lead detectives on the James Craig case, which was a homicide in Colorado, obviously. And I believe that this interview on Hidden True Crimes channel took place only a matter of days before the email that we're about to see was sent. So Lauren and Grayson got to know this Bobby Joe Olson when they covered the trial of James Craig in Aurora, Colorado. So well so that they were able to send her a email or phone call asking for help. And I gave Bobby Joe the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
I was like, well, just because there's this connection let's just assume it could be that Bobby Joe's helped them out, but maybe she got this call from Grayson and she was a bit annoyed by it and she went, yeah, okay. We don't know.
Yeah.
Right? We don't know. That's what I thought the other day. I was like, it sounds sus, but let's not assume that Bobby Joe just dropped everything and helped these guys out. Right? But then this. Dear.
I'll make myself smaller.
Dear me. Dear me. This pops up. And I gotta say, I'm pretty disgusted by this. The reason I'm disgusted by this, well, we'll read it first, but if you have a real temporary restraining order or restraining order on somebody who you're actually afraid of that they could cause you harm and you have trouble getting the police to help you, this must incense you. And I've seen just in this turned up in about 12 hours ago, 18 hours ago. I've seen a lot of comments from people on Reddit, on X, on the YouTube posts, etc. People are very upset about the fact that this woman is able to get a police guard for a whole weekend so she can swan about at a convention center.
Horrible.
When there are people out there who really need police help. So, Dali or Deep Throat, would you like to indulge us all? I'm sure you've been waiting for this moment.
Yes. Also, real quick, wasn't it Charles Vallow that went to the police, Gilbert Police, for help about Lori, and then he was just laughed off and just dismissed?
Yes.
One of many, many, many examples. And that one, unfortunately, led to very fatal consequences. So
yeah, that's a really good point.
You would perhaps think she would have be a little more cognizant of how this might look, but nope.
I personally think
nope, because Lauren et al, like her husband says, they have no self-awareness. They are the most important people on the planet. Everyone else be damned.
Lauren really believes that she's in danger from this woman, and I can't understand why. I just can't understand it. But I also, like, okay, before we go on a little bit, I just think that the police have a responsibility to weigh up what is a potential threat and what isn't. So weigh up what the risks are to different people and look at what their priorities are, right? And yes, by the letter of the law, there is a TRO against Christina for the protection of Lauren and Grayson. But when we read this, you'll see that there's no question that they're giving preferential treatment to Lauren and Grayson for reasons. And let's just read it. But a lot of people haven't read this yet.
The privilege.
Okay. Oh boy, from Bobby Olson. Oh. Hello, worker bees. Oh, I do declare. A true crime podcast host, Lauren Matthias, and our producer, Grayson Yaw, will be attending CrimeCon September 5th through the 7th and staying at the Gaylord Hotel. Lauren has been experiencing threats from a former fangirl who has also stalked her repeatedly at court appearances and events like CrimeCon. Yeah, right. Utah judge issued a no contact order today, September 4th, against Christina, prohibiting her from contacting Lauren, her family, and her staff. The court order includes a stay away order specifically mentioning other and lists the 2025 CrimeCon Expo, September 5th through 7th. So she went September 4th and got a no contact order when she knew there'd be no time whatsoever for Christina to fight it. She would just get a temporary restraining order and it would be litigated after.
Yeah, the timing of this temporary restraining order is just, it's so confrontational. Like, it's so mean, girl. Like, what? You went and got it on September 4? You knew full well she was going to be there?
And
why?
Courts will typically grant them for a few days or whatever till they can hear the evidence, the facts, things like that.
It blows my mind. Lauren, you couldn't possibly have thought this skinny little lady was going to hurt you. right? Like really? Like, have you seen her? She's a mom. She's going to CrimeCon with her friends. What did you think she was going to do to you? Please, like, I'm just reason with you, Lauren. Lauren,
You had Grayson there to protect you as well.
please be reasonable. Sorry, go on.
That's okay. This order is a direct response to the potential risk at CrimeCon. Christina spoke with a producer from another network and confirmed she was attending. Dun, dun, dun. Utah officers attempted to serve Christina this morning. So that would have been September 4th. They tried to serve her.
Yep.
After she'd already left. Wow.
Yeah.
But were informed by her husband that she had already left for her flight to Denver. It would be fair to say Christina should have knowledge of the court order, but has not been personally served. Oh, tough luck. I have attached the court order that Christina needs to be served with if she attends CrimeCon. Per the order, Christina is not allowed to attend CrimeCon. Lauren informed me she would have a printed copy with her in case an officer did not have one. Well, so Lauren, being the very helpful person that she is, would have a court order on her person that she can just hand to the officers.
There you go.
There you go. Just serve it for her. Yeah, that's not sus at all. That's definitely someone who's terrified and wanting to go to the same event as someone else they're afraid of. Going through her social media pages, I would classify Christina as an agitator. She has posted.
They actually referred to her as an agitator. Referred to her as an agitator.
An agitator.
Remember? See, that's where she got that from, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I
Yep.
thought that was weird.
It was a weird choice of words. That
Yeah.
someone. It's not something that would typically be used by just a lay person. But I could see a police officer using a term like that.
So she got it from Bobby Olson.
Yeah. See, they were calling her an agitator. Christina's an agitator. Please.
She has posted several videos documenting her interactions with law enforcement. I have attached photos of Christina below, some of her social media pages, and names of some of her acquaintances. Oh, this is just terrifying.
Sorry, can you just read that last bit again? The thing about the acquaintances.
I can barely read. I have attached several photos of Christina below, some of her social media pages, and names of some of her acquaintances.
Okay, so that's really upsetting. The names of the acquaintances. There's quite a long list of her acquaintances listed.
Christina is very popular, it sounds like.
They're redacted, thank goodness. But they're redacted on social media, thank goodness. But look at the goddamn long list of people that this email has been sent to.
Damn.
Right?
Randy Hansen is number one.
It's appalling. It's not just Christina that this has been aimed at. It's her friends as well. It's very upsetting to Christina and to her friends. Like that this is Lauren is aiming this at Christina mainly, but also to her friend group, right? So she's like, okay, I don't like her and I don't like this group of people that are surrounding her and supporting her. So I'm going to tell the cops about all of them. Like, watch out for all of them. So what are the cops supposed to do? Are they supposed to be actually just looking out for this whole group of like 6 people or 8 people? Like, what? Do they have nothing better to do all freaking weekend?
Right.
Oh, those roving gangs of women at CrimeCon, just looking for trouble.
I know. I'm scared of them already.
You gotta stay indoors after it gets dark.
Unbelievable. Please go on.
She CC'd the whole town.
All right. Lauren L-Dog will be walking around the ballroom and speaking during various times throughout the conference. Oh.
She's not listed as a speaker.
No. The subject says threat to CrimeCon vendor.
She's not a vendor.
Oh. But it says she is, though, so it must be true.
No.
Yes,
Currently,
Francis, the detective.
Lauren and Grayson will be involved in the following scheduled events. Friday, September 5th.
So then they give the whole itinerary. So this Bobby, this detective that they knew from covering another case who they interviewed, is now emailing everybody in the town, like you guys are saying, and is a homicide detective, like Lorianne is saying in the chat. And she is emailing all these people saying, hey, this very famous special lady, Lauren, and her toothless assistant, Grayson, is coming. All right. To CrimeCon. And there's an agitator named Christina who we need your help to find her and all her friends and make sure they don't agitate Lauren Matthias. We need to use all of our resources here in Denver or here in Colorado. And I don't know what was the city, Aurora, and protect them because she's making tiki-takis. I know there are murders that we could be solving right now, but those can wait because Lauren Matthias, her feelings are hurt.
2:40 p.m.
Okay.
Wine tasting.
What?
Said wine tasting.
Wine tasting.
Wine guzzling.
I'm just assuming. I don't know.
I think you're right.
We'll look at that in a minute, actually, what is listed, but we'll move on. So there's more to this email. It's not finished.
Oh my God, I cannot believe a homicide detective wasted all these people's times with Lauren Matthias's BS of going to CrimeCon. She's not famous like they're saying, or like we know. She's not a presenter. She's not anything. Over her ex-friend Christina / ex-contractor who's lip-syncing tiki-takis. Allegedly about her.
So something or pictures.
Pictures are blocked out. This stuff that's blocked out here is her list of friends.
Oh my God. And this homicide detective for a civil stalking injunction that only has a TRO because it hasn't went really in front of the judge. Both sides haven't. So it's just temporary until both sides are heard. And when both sides were heard, we know what the judge said. The judge was like, you can come back, but it looks like you're trying to silence this criticism. I don't think you guys are really scared. Is putting together this email to every police officer in the town, wasting their time, and putting pictures of Christina's friends. Good Lord. How many cold cases are in this damn town? And they're wasting resources on this.
Friends that have been investigated, the stalking and videoed interactions.
But yet John and Lauren go, we are not weaponizing the police and the justice system. We are not using it incorrectly. This is how it should be used.
Right. Okay. And then you can start reading there. Thanks.
Lauren and Grayson have real safety concerns. Hold on one second. Okay, let me just see here.
They have real safety concerns. They've cried on camera. Yes, with the sad music, like me.
And Grayson have real safety concerns regarding Christina and her friends due to the threats that have been directed towards Lauren. Lauren and Grayson are huge supporters of law enforcement.
Oh, they're trying the old Blue Lives Matter to get some help. They're like, don't worry, guys. These bitches are Blue Lives Matter. Okay, so jump on it. It's their Blue Lives Matter pony. Jump on it. If you're horny for the police, let's do it. Protect them. Grayson and Lauren, these white ladies will weaponize their tears and get the cops working for them.
Sorry.
During your travels while working off-duty at the Gaylord this weekend, oh my, can you please take note of Christina and serve her with the court order if she attempts to gain entry? Lauren and Grayson would also appreciate it if you could attend their known appearances noted above if time allows you to. Below are Lauren and Grace's cell phone numbers. If this safety concern arises, please reach out to them.
Good God.
Thank you all, and please let me know if you have any questions.
I have questions, Bobby Olson. Why are you wasting your time and the resources? Why are our tax dollars or the Colorado people's tax dollars paying for this? Bobby Olson, detective, Major Crimes Homicide Unit. This is the detective of Major Crimes Homicide Unit. Oh, there's so many things wrong with this. So many things. They're utilizing the context they've made wasting police resources on their bullshit. Good God. And this is from Bobby Olson, the detective, Major Crimes Homicide Unit, Police, City of Aurora. They give the address in Aurora. These Aurora people, you should be calling and going, hello, hi. I want to know why my tax dollars went to when we could be out solving crimes and helping people who are really in despair and distress and real crimes. And why are you out there escorting Lauren Matthias in her fake TRO? Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bobby Olson, Detective, Major Crimes Homicide Unit, Police,
Horrible.
City of Aurora.
Homicide unit. That's a long freaking email for a homicide detective to be writing. Has she nothing better to fucking do with her time?
Thank you, excited utterance. Thank you. Thank you, miss. Thank you so much for saying it. Applause, applause. You should have many things better to do than this. Bobby's World.
That looks really bad for her. Sorry, Bobby.
I'm not sorry. It looked really bad for you, Bobby. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That looks shitty.
Shitty.
And all those people that she messaged, like, that are on her email list, like, what must they have thought when they received that? Like, okay.
Some crime on Wine Mom feud is going on. The end of the world.
It is embarrassing for Bobby. Surely it's embarrassing for Bobby.
That's
Major crimes, though, right? Yeah.
You know, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, mate. But then you read this, and she's just.
Hi, Delicious. I do wish Christina was able to sue Lauren, but that gets very expensive. Having Lauren ruin her reputation is pretty satisfying, though. Yeah, Christina hasn't had to say one word. No, she hasn't. But let's just say, look, I think like lawyers' fees are very expensive already. Don't forget that Christina has already had to employ lawyers up till now, right? This hasn't been free for her yet already.
So it's not just the cost of the ticket, hotel, and flight, and whatever, all that. There's
she's already had to defend herself. Yeah, so there's already lawyers' fees to consider. So she not gotten out of this just for like the $2,000 or whatever she paid to go to Colorado. Yeah, there's already damages.
This is like Michael Proctor stupid from the Karen Reed case. This is so dumb. I can't even believe how stupid this is. Why they're letting this happen. Oh my gosh.
So I think there's some things to consider there. So yeah, what a waste of city resources. Absolutely. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And why is True Crime Podcast host capitalized? Right? What? Yeah.
Well, Lauren is a very famous public individual.
Limited public figure. Sir, limited public figure.
Who I guess is not famous enough to have her stalking hearing covered by Law and Crime. But still, she deserves protection because of how famous she is. Even though she's not, she's a private individual.
Do only huge supporters of law enforcement get protected? What about those of us who think the cops suck?
Well, they're not going to protect you
Because
then.
right now I think the cops suck. Just about now. Especially that cop. That cop
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What Bobby did super sucks. Wrong on so many levels.
Pretty much. Yeah. Dr. John has called Christina so many things. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So just moving on from this, you might be wondering what were those times and dates that Detective Bobby Joe listed?
Now we're seeing her itinerary that they must protect her at. Bobby Joe says, you must protect Christina and Grayson, or no, not Christina. You must get Christina and protect Grayson and Lauren while they're at these very important events.
Because Lauren was never on the guest list, like as in the presenter list. And I don't know if you recall, but one of the dispatch officers, like one of the officers that was there on the body cam, said, "Oh, I think she's a presenter," and that explains why, because of that email, right? So, what were those dates and times? Thank you to CH for this information. So, Friday, 2:40, from tragedy to justice, inside the
From Tragedy to Justice, the hidden crime YouTube channel. Their rise and fall by their own hand.
Delphi investigation and the prosecution with Susan Hendricks. Well, she's great mates with old Susan.
Oh, yes. Good point. Excited utterance. Her old friend, Susan Hendricks. She's got to be there to support her.
Fantastic. Well, I don't know what Lauren did at the Delphi talk. I don't know. Maybe sat on Jerry's lap.
Susan Hendricks. I think I met her at the Lori Vallow trial.
Yeah, you probably did.
I think so.
You probably did. She's just a peach.
Yeah, she was nice.
She's just a peach.
And 4 p.m. the day bell.
I like how sarcastic this lady is. Excited utterance. I'm a fan of your sarcasm, miss.
Okay, so Nate Eaton. And Saturday, 10:20, Hope, Heartbreak, and Justice, the Delphi case again. Susan Hendricks.
Let's go and celebrate the victims.
Hey, celebrate the victims. Yeah.
Yay.
Cool. Celebrate. Yeah. Cool. All right. So moving on. Now, remember how we never received any body cam or police reports documenting Christina's removal from the bar area at CrimeCon on Saturday, September 2025?
Well, and the police couldn't find any when I called them either.
Yep. So, remind us of that. You spent 15 minutes on the phone with a lovely lady at Aurora PD.
Yep. And she was trying to find, because at this point we already had information on Friday. So I was particularly interested in seeing what we could dig up on the Saturday. So when I gave her that date to try to add to my records request, she could not find anything. She had information on the 5th. There was nothing on that Saturday.
Very curious. Hey, Carrie Marie, were you there? Were you there? She just sat in the audience.
So people in the chat are like, no, this chick just sat in the friggin' audience because she didn't need to be there. Oh, God. Protect her in the audience.
I wonder if there was police there. Be nice. Can you let us know if you were there? Can you remember if there were any police there? Hey, TC Gems are all over Reddit trying to discredit you guys. Oh, well,
do I have to mention this again? Lauren, and I am Team Lauren here, guys. Okay, look. Come on. We had a moment together, Lori Vallow trial. So I don't know what you're trying to discredit.
Oh, we love Lauren.
We're all just jealous of Lauren.
I got so much mileage out of that picture.
And Lauren also left out this incident from her court filings as well. So, I mean, the thing is, even though there were witnesses, there was a huge bar area. There were people there. Like, people have spoken about this happening. So here's the thing. Even though since we've spoken about it the other night, there's been people in the comments and things saying, oh, but it must have been a security guard. Like, surely it wasn't a cop. Well, turns out, Christina, she's a bit of a smart cookie.
I'm beginning to get that feeling.
Oops.
There's Christine in her blazer.
No, back. No, but.
I just took it off the stage to get fixed.
Thank you.
She's a bit of a smart cookie there.
I'll tell you why.
One. We got kangaroos over here. Okay.
They're no ordinary glasses.
Oh, Christina's not wearing the ordinary glasses, you guys. She is wearing the X-Men glasses.
She was wearing meta glasses.
See, I was going to call her a nerd, but nope.
No.
She was actually
wearing meta glasses when she had to take her snackies out of her purse.
Glasses, guys.
Because she's so scared.
Yeah, tease. Yeah, she was wearing meta glasses. Yeah. So, I know, right? When she told me this, I was like, oh, you're a rock star. That's so cool.
Yep.
She has footage, and I'm going to show you some today. Okay. So, she caught the Aurora police officer taking her from that bar area on the Saturday night. It happened. It definitely happened. So, and she also caught Lauren and Grayson walking straight by her into the space where she was and had been there for quite a while, an hour or two more. I don't know how long.
What?
But she'd been there for a bit.
But they're so scared of her. Why would they be by her?
So
she's so scary. She's super scary.
As we said, she'd been there, and Lauren and Grayson had been at the Clue Awards, and they came out, and then an Aurora police officer came over to Christina and took her away. And lots of people have pushed back on this, but we have proof that it happened. So, do we want to go to the first one?
Yes.
Sure. You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, let's go to you.
Yes, you pull it up, sir.
Hopefully this shows okay on the screen.
Lauren, this is not looking good.
Yeah, kind of.
By the way, this is on a private link, so no one can. Not that one. Other one.
Different video?
She said,
ID.
not that one. Not that one, Kangaroo Jack. Next
This
one.
is a private link, guys, so no one can get to this one just yet. So
it's private.
ID and Christina. This one?
That's it. Yep.
Okay, so go and play this.
Grayson is right there. She just walked past me. She just walked past me. She ID'd me just now. I'm sorry, I'm recording you. She just
Full
ID'd
screen,
me.
please.
Will you?
Don't know.
Okay. Are you able to make that full screen so we can see it without all the bits on top of it?
That'd be nice.
So this is them at the bar at CrimeCon. This very large area. And Grayson's got her, or Christina's got her X-Men glad.
I hate shorts. Why did you have to do a short?
It won't do anything else. It's all right.
She
Sorry.
just walked past me. She ID'd me just now. I'm sorry, I'm recording you. She just ID'd me. Will you take my phone?
It looks like it's 10:42 on the phone.
Grayson is right there.
Grayson is right there, she says.
So that was Grayson, yeah, just kind of lurking.
Her teeth falling out. She was like, follow the trail of teeth and you will find Grayson.
You know, nothing sus or nefarious there. Just
Oh my God. Stop it, sir. Stop it.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, what we've got here is a situation where, and the person in the foreground just doesn't want to be identified. That's all. So basically, what we've got here is Christina is the person looking outwards, and so she's sitting on a chair in the bar area. It's a big, big bar area, and we have behind the person who is just opposite Christina. You can see there we have Lauren to her right. So she's appearing just there to the right.
Lauren looks right at her. She's like, Christina, my arch nemesis. I shall get you. Oh my God. You will be mine, Christina. She notices her and she goes, oh, you think you can party at CrimeCon? Well, I got Bobby Olson and the homicide unit in Aurora on your ass.
And if I press play,
She just walked past me.
there we go.
Better.
Just walked past me. She ID'd me just now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm recording you. She just ID'd me. Will you take my phone? Grayson is right there. She just walked past me. She just walked past me.
Oh,
Okay. And in the left over here, that's Grayson.
I think you can go full screen, or are you?
I am full screen.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Mine didn't.
So, yeah. So Lauren has walked in from stage right, so right of screen, and walked into the left and walked backwards. Grayson has walked in over to the left
She said Lauren has moonwalked in and Grayson will moonwalk out.
here. Okay. And you can hear Christina saying, she just walked past me. She just walked past me. She's ID'd me. Right. So was that Lauren meandering in the background? Yes. Yes. Yeah,
So it
I
sounds like-
am full screen. See? Yeah.
Sounds like Christina was afraid of Lauren and Grayson.
Yeah,
And-
well, yeah, she's trying. She actually didn't. She doesn't want to be anywhere near them.
No, and in her defense, I am also afraid of Grayson. So
All right. So this is the situation. We're just setting this up now. Okay. So basically, we're at a point where Christina's sitting. She's talking to some friends, and Laurie Hellis has described this. It's like a U-shaped setup. Okay. So friends there, some friends over here, and the Clue Awards have just let out. Lauren and Grayson walk right by her this way. Right. You can see them, and they notice her. Yeah. And Christina says, "Yeah, they just walked past me. They've ID'd me." Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the next one.
you got it.
She's got it.
That's just a code. So, as she said, Lauren and Grayson have come out, they've ID'd her, and she's noticed that there's a police officer that started eyeing her off, right? So, yeah, nice legs. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go.
And yeah, if you have
It reminds me of the Beetlejuice lady who, when they are in the afterlife, the lady who's her torso's here and her legs are over there, and they're just like this.
glasses, probably just friendly reminder that be careful where you look.
Okay, it's just a lady in the skirts. Calm down, sir. Okay, calm your boner.
Love you, Christine.
She doesn't have to record this. Doesn't have to, but she got lovely legs.
Just legs in tight.
Can I,
there.
yep.
There's a Popo. 5050. Gotta go. Gotta go. So the Popo have pulled Christina away at the bar. The Aurora Police, thanks to Bobby Olson, homicide detective, major homicide detective unit or something.
I'm aware of just a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah.
But enough I'm letting you know that they're coming down here.
But I was here first.
That doesn't matter.
But they don't do that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Not in the state party. Okay. You are the restrained party.
Okay, but question. I'm just, hold on. I
want to educate you.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen for sure. Like, I just guess. Hold on. Can I breathe for a sec? Hold on.
You are the restrained party.
Oh, that's nice of them.
And I know you traveled out here and stuff like that, and this probably wasn't what you were expecting. So I'm trying to be reasonable, professional, polite.
She. I don't even know how to phrase what I'm thinking, so I guess I need a second. So me being here for the past 2 hours doesn't matter if she wants to come down here.
Because you're the restrained party in the state of Florida. And I know that's not what
you know. What do I do?
Oh my God, I feel so sorry for her.
I think it's clear that I'm not the one who's doing this.
So Christina's like, I've been here for 2 hours. Then they show up and now I got to leave. Because I'm assuming this is after she's been served, right? Or after the police stopped her earlier and told her you got to leave CrimeCon. And they said, you can go to, events. Just don't go to events that she's at. Try to stay away from her.
I know. I'm not trying to convince you. I know I'm not trying to convince you.
I know a judge signed a piece of paper.
You go, sorry, Bobby Olson is a homicide detective. I'm trying to get there. So I am going to do what she said in the email, allegedly.
I know. And in Utah, you don't have to prove anything to get a paper signed, which sucks because then it's the weekend and
So my question is,
Lauren is exerting her power, her privilege, her inside connections with the Popo to go after her former friend.
This is going to be the bar they hang out at tonight. It's a huge hotel. Is there another bar around?
God, Lauren is like the mean girl. She's like that popular girl who's like, get out of here, loser. Okay, nice to see your mom. Oh, nice dress. Thank you. Good to see your mom. Seeing the softer side of Sears, like Cordelia Chase said to Willow.
He's going to follow me there.
Did you want me to keep playing?
What happened?
I know. So that's my point. It's like, I'm in a lose-lose situation.
Well, and when it comes to these restraining orders, I'm not going to lie. It is, like, the burden does fall on you a lot, right? And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's...
He's giving her the old Whitney Houston. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm going to make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. Lauren Matthias has a restraining order on you, TRO. Thank you so much, Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely, for the super chest. I feel so bad for that lady. Yeah, you can tell she's upset. She's like, what the hell? Everywhere I go, what the hell? What the helly? I can't catch a break. Lauren Matthias is like, get her out. Off with her head. Let them eat cake. Me and Dr. John, we've named her a stalker.
So that's why I came. That's why I made sure, like, I came down. There's no one here. I'm here.
And you're well within your rights.
Yeah.
But based on the way Colorado...
I'm telling you, if I was terrified for my life and there was a stalker there, I would leave so fast. And the friends were there, the acquaintances of the stalker, who I was also allegedly afraid of, I would not be anywhere near that person. But it seems like Lauren just wants to follow her around and get her kicked out of places. First, the CrimeCon for the panels, and now a bar at a non-event, just a bar where everyone's hanging out going, oh no. Because remember what Lauren said in her 9-hour breakdown. Christina isn't even a creator. She's not even one of us. She doesn't even go here. She goes to like another school. She says she has a boyfriend, but like no one's met him. She's like super lame. I'm a creator. Because Lauren thinks she's really important with her art. Like Dr. John says, we're artists.
And I haven't read it all. I'll be honest with you. I know it exists. If you want me to read it, I think I have a copy.
You haven't read it?
An email or something.
The cop doesn't know what he's enforcing. You haven't read the TRO. Is that normal? I don't even know if that's normal. That seems weird. You're out here enforcing a TRO you haven't read? Think you would like maybe read it? Look at it. Might be part of your job.
I haven't read it. If you want me to read it, I'll read it.
That's weird.
That's what he said at the end about the law.
Yeah. Stop stalking Christina.
Thank you, Chickenhead. PK Dorkface Neely. Absolutely. That is what she's doing. Absolutely. That's what she's doing. Double time. It is. That's exactly what it looks like. It's not a good look for Lauren. Not a good look. Yeah. Like Calissa Cat says, he read the email. That's enough for him, not the TRO. He's like, I'm not going to read the actual thing. But if Bobby Olson says it, I believe it. This is again that, these cops just, oof. We saw this kind of, these kind of actions by police officers within Karen Reed and them being like, I don't think that you're supposed to do that. I think that's what we pay you for.
It pissed me off to see that. It pissed me off. And I mean, I think it is the law.
Yeah.
In Colorado that I suppose, if there's a temporary restraining order, the C's can be parted for Lauren. But I think the police have some, like I said at the beginning of the stream, they can decide what their priorities are.
Yeah.
They can decide whether or not they're out on the street catching bad guys or whether they're in there doing this to her. And Bobby Joe has decided to send out an email to all of these police and have them stationed there. I have questions as to why. Like, why are they even there for the weekend? So I don't believe that they were called. What Lauren said was the officer on duty. She referred to the officer on duty, right? If we remember this clip from Judy,
We saw she was there, and so we told the police officer on duty.
Yeah. Oops.
Hello?
It's all right.
Sorry. Technical issues with the cat.
Thank you.
Yep, you're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just don't get it. Like, why? Why are they? How did she manage to get police to just be there? It makes no sense to me. Like, just it makes me very angry. So anyway,
moving on, we have one more little clip, and that is they're taken away. And I want you to see Christina. She is. My camera's just stopped working for some reason. She is
typical.
Just talking. Yeah, I know. My camera's just stopped working right now. Yeah, she's just talking to the officer, and you can see like she's just a tiny woman, and she's not not threat or anything like that. Would you mind just flicking to the next one, please?
The next video?
Yep.
Sure. Yeah, let me grab that one. Outside with cop.
Yep.
Okay, guys, I will play the next one, and I think I finally got it full screen.
Thank you, Brady. Smash that like, you guys.
Real quick, when did HTC take up James Craig case? It was 2 months ago is when she interviewed Bobby Joe.
It would have. I honestly, I don't know. I don't follow HTC. Sorry.
Oh, I do. We're besties.
Yeah.
She did a few lives on it.
Bobby Joe, Bobby Joe.
Okay.
Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe. There's Christina and the officer.
There's a YouTube short by Susan Hendricks in which she says there was increased law enforcement present due to alleged threats towards Nick McClelland and Cherry Holman.
Unbelievable. Really? God.
Okay. Yeah.
Have to just look at her. Like, she's not armed. She's look at her. Like,
tiny.
Is she gonna?
Yes, but Christina said she had snackies in her backpack. Snackies, that's very threatening.
Anybody? And she's compliant. Like, she hasn't chucked a mental or anything all weekend. Like, she's been fine.
What'd you say? Chucked a mental?
Yeah.
This is so silly. This whole thing is just so silly.
Did you need to leave and come
Yeah,
back?
I'm gonna have to leave and come back. My camera stopped working for a second.
course.
Okay.
Right.
Boxing.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, she's just tiny. Look at me.
He says that
I'm the captain now.
video.
I'm the captain.
Pop up
Uh,
video.
She's not threatening. She's polite to every officer there that's talked with her. Entire.
I think some of you have sent me this video, but can you guys send me this video about I think some of you have already sent it to me, but I'm not sure. If someone could tag me in it or send me Eyes Wide Open said they actually have a copyright filed against Krusha, family member of the victims in the Daybell case. I still don't understand how they got it. I think we talked about this previously. And is it a privacy complaint do they have, or do they really do a copyright? Because what were they claiming was copyright? You guys can tag me in that or email me, joleenreacts@gmail.com. If you've already sent it, just feel free to reply to that email and go, hello, I'm bumping it.
Entire time. There's nothing threatening here.
Oh, yes. I remember you saying that.
I think Hell should be back in just a sec, so I'll wait to play.
If it's a privacy complaint, and like Amy's saying, Lauren said her phone number wasn't redacted, then YouTube should give them the option to go in and take out the phone number. I don't know how long the phone number was in there, but that wouldn't be a copyright strike. It would be a privacy strike. But I have gotten a privacy on another channel before, and they gave me the option to go out and remove a picture. So YouTube should have given them that. Oh, the opinion panel says the timestamp. YouTube is just, sometimes they're horrible with this. The timestamp does not include the section of the phone. Interesting. She's appealing it. Good. If it is a copyright strike, appeal it. And unless she's willing to take her, I think I talked about this before, unless she's willing to take Krusha to copyright court, then it'll go away after, I don't know how long it might stick, but it shouldn't be that long. Okay, so she read the complaint on difficult research. Do you guys have links for this? Do you mind sending it to me? Difficult research. I know I saw her in the chat last time, and she has a channel. Is that Krusha? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to remember all of this. Sister of the Moon says it was 20 minutes of video Krusha played without sound. Huh. Yeah, she's not willing to take her to the copyright court. A lot of people do that. They'll copyright strike to kind of tie you up. But if she's filing false copyright strikes too, that is not good for her channel if that's what's happening. Oh my goodness. But it should allow her the option to take out the quote unquote copywritten material or privacy if it is a privacy. So there's a family photo and videos. Oh, Jesus. So is Lauren saying she has her family photos and videos copyright? Like she has it copywritten, so don't copy me. Is that what she's saying? Or is she getting her for privacy? Or she's saying this is a copyrighted photo. Interesting. Copyright, and they say she used the whole video. She did not. Oh my God. So yeah. I'd be interested to know, did it put so if she's appealing it, what'll happen now is Krusha will appeal this copyright strike. And then if Lauren, they will go back to Lauren and say, are you willing to take her to court over this? Are you going to go further? And if she's not, then it'll drop off. They filed legal action. So they did? They're willing to go to court against her? And they'd have to have, I think YouTube requires you to have an actual, like, be able to say, yes, I did file this with the court. Here is the information you need. That's insane. Oh my God. What was the video? Was it one of those videos that Lauren posts. I've seen her post some stuff with victims' families. Like, they came to visit us. They went in our pool. Is it one of those? Lorianne says she is taking her to copyright court. She got the email. Are you serious? Lauren, that's dirty. Kresha said, oh, it's Kershaw, not Kresha, not Kershaw. So Kresha? Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Yinzi said Queen Bee has the video on her channel and Lauren hasn't struck her. Okay. So there's a Queen Bee who has a video on her channel and Lauren hasn't struck her. Interesting. I'll have to look at this. If someone wants to send me that link, feel free, if you don't mind. They were going after a victim's family member. And simply because, is there a way to still watch this video? Are you saying this Queen Bee woman has this on her channel so I can watch the whole video? Sorry, I'm asking so many questions. Is where I watched the one that was taken down. Okay. Let me search real quick. The channel's just Queen Bee. I imagine there's multiple Queen Bee. Let's see. Queen. Oops. B. Oh. Is this with a literal B? At Queen Bee 0888. Is that what it is? Oh, she's live now. She's live now. Okay. Is this the lady's channel? Let me put it in the chat so I know where to go after to look for said video. Okay, you guys, is this her channel? Liz wants to send me a voicemail. Oh, that's hilarious, Liz. I love it. I love it, Liz. Okay. YouTube channel nonsense. Okay, difficult research from last night. Okay, let me write that down. Difficult research. And that would be 11:16. And that's a channel for old Jolene to check out. Okay. All right. An email. Voicemail. Oh, I do miss myself a Liz voicemail. I wish there was more in the proof in their receipts. More Liz voicemails, please.
Yes. But Detective Bobby needs to answer some questions. Yeah, for sure. I really wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, but in the way she phrased that email,
okay, fast forward to when they played this video.
I'm back. Do you use your version of the...
Yeah, you want me to start?
Thing? Yep, cool. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't exactly long. So yeah, I mean, she's not exactly an agitator or anything like that. So guys, I mean,
That's a good point. The officer's kind of in her space.
yeah, she is. Sorry, he is. I know. She is. He's a good-looking fella too, isn't he?
Yeah, I know.
I had wondered. Actually, someone sent me something, and I'm gonna have I'll just bring it up just a minute. Someone sent me something I thought was kind of interesting. In one of Lauren's filings, she referred to wanting compensation. For, where is it? Wanting compensation for
all about that
police for security. Here it is. I've got it.
Okay, so I was going to work that out.
Impose maximum sanctions, including a fine of $1,000 for each violation, totaling at least $6,000. Confinement in jail for the maximum of 30 days. Payment of all petitioners' attorney's fees and costs incurred in bringing this motion. And D, payment of petitioners' travel and security costs necessitated by respondents' violations. Security costs? What security costs? Is Lauren paying for police detail to be there? I still prefer Lauren to be paying for police detail to be there than like Aurora taxpayers.
Thank you, Francis.
But it didn't sound like it, did it? Like it sounded like they're on duty as per instruction from Bobby Joe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, she's not paying for shit. Yeah.
So she's
I don't
not
think
paying
so.
for shit.
Yeah, look, guys, this is an ever-evolving situation. I'm really curious to see what is going to be Lauren's next move now. She has been a bit quiet for the last week or two, but
Thank you, Monica. Thank you.
Since that email came out on Reddit just yesterday or last night, whatever it was your time, there's been some speculation that it may have been leaked from her camp. So either from her herself or from one of her followers. So it didn't come from a records request, that it might have actually come from either herself or Grayson, because they were obviously on the email. And when it was first leaked, it was leaked with like unredacted. So
so they're saying allegedly it could have come from Lauren as unredacted, so it would dox all these people. But again, make her look really bad in the process.
there was an email last night. No. The one you've seen, Andy. Hey, Andy, how are you?
Hey.
The one you've seen, the one that was on Reddit, and the one that I put onto X.
Allegedly.
So it's possible. So the question is, like, imagine that, right? Imagine if it did come from Lauren or Grayson. Why would they want us to know that Bobby Joe had sent that out to all those people? Because I think it makes Lauren look terrible. But on the other hand, if
Might have been a way to just dox her haters, her alleged stalkers.
if I put myself in her head for a minute, let me think like Lauren for a second. If I think like Lauren for a second, the law's on my side, and they believed me, and they wanted to help me. So why are you all questioning me?
Naturally.
See,
The world
I
is
was right.
Lauren's stage.
Yeah,
We are just but actors.
we are just but actors, right? You with me? So see, Bobby Joe, she helped me.
She
because
listened.
I asked, and she listened, and therefore everything that happened was correct because Christina is my stalker.
So came some.
Hello. It was from a
Insane.
request. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So if you were the one that did that, I posted. Okay.
This person says, I did it. Blame me.
Could you? Thank you very much.
Yes.
What else did you get from your records request? And would you contact me, please?
All right. So again, if you want to go check out this channel, it's Excited Utterance. I have a link for it in the description of this video. Let me just save that so it updates. If you want to go watch the whole video, I know we skipped around. Shout out to them. Go show them some love in the club for giving us this information regarding dear Lauren. Oh my Lord. Ay, 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 so much. So I haven't seen anything from Lauren or Hidden True Crime replying to this X-Men glasses footage that came out, or this email from Bobby Olsen. Bobby Joe. Yeah, you guys were telling me, a lot of people in my comments were talking about burnt toast, and I wasn't familiar with burnt toast before, so I went and checked out burnt toast. And apparently people were saying that this channel was struck by Lauren. However, then I saw a guy do a video, and it kind of made sense. What he was saying is YouTube is doing this weird thing. I've had friends who have successful channels, are real people, and they overnight will get their monetization taken away because they go strictly live like this all the time with avatars. And so YouTube, I've had friends contact me of how to get their monetization back, because YouTube, if they just see you going live from an avatar, they think that, you're not a real person. You might be AI. And so I've actually known quite a few people who were able to get their monetization back, but they had to prove they were human, which is weird because in the monetization process, when you're going through Google AdSense, you have to put a lot of your personal information. I think your driver's license. So they should know you're a real person, but that's kind of why I always go on camera. And also I just think YouTube, I prefer to see people on camera. But let me tell you, my life would be so much easier if I could just do this all the time. I would never have to get ready. I would never have to put any makeup on. I would never have to brush my hair. I could just go live whenever I wanted. I was telling my husband that. I was like, the worst thing about going live, which is just me being lazy, okay, is having to like do anything with myself, so I can be halfway presentable, just halfway, and I would love to just throw on an avatar and go. But I've seen a lot of people get in trouble for that. So, yeah, some people like it, some people don't. Personal preference. But yeah, so that could be the case. I hope that person gets their channel back, because that is just horrible that YouTube can just overnight decide your channel's gone. But to say I'm surprised, I'm not. I've seen it happen to people. And it's so dumb. And half the time YouTube is wrong about their assumptions. So hopefully the burnt toast will get their channel back. And but I know some of you were in my comments being like, be careful. Lauren took down that channel, but I think there's probably a better chance that YouTube just grabbed it. Like the gentleman's video. I forget the guy's video. I can drop it for you guys. It seemed to make sense what he was saying. I was like, oh, yes, that does. Let me try to find what I watched for you guys. Okay, this guy. I don't know nothing about this guy, okay? But it's the truth on burnt toast losing their channel. Because right away I was like, oh, shit. Is Lauren Matthias, like, she got power like that? And then here's the guy's channel. Let me drop it right here. And I'll put it in the description, too, of the video. And again, it's the truth on burnt toast losing her channel explained. And then again, alleged, because I don't know if burnt toast has spoken or been able to speak and explain this. Okay, let's put this here. Oops. Okay. If you guys don't mind smashing the like if you haven't already and the subscribe. Okay. Why burnt? I do like the name. Why burnt toast? Channel. What is it? Okay. Why burnt toast lost the channel? Allegedly. Why burnt toast lost her channel? Allegedly. And hopefully she gets it back. So I'm sending you good vibes, girl. I don't know you, but I know if that were me, I would hate for that to happen. Why burnt toast? Okay. Why did I make it plural? Okay. There you go. It's in the description to watch this gentleman's video. I think his channel is White Boy Lockdown Radio. I don't know. I do not know this man. I cannot vouch for this man. But that's the video I saw. And then I saw some bullhorn Betty lady. I don't know nothing about that. I've heard the name before previously. And I tried to watch a little bit of why she thought. And I was like, oh, she just apparently burnt toast did videos on her. So she was like celebrating. But I don't know nothing about that lady. Okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, all right, you guys. Well, I got to go watch myself some basketball and hang out with Hype Man Husband Chellaran. But you guys are all beautiful pumpkin spice babies. Shout out to each and every one of you for joining me live as we get back into it. I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll make the live stream for that so you guys can make sure you have your notifications on because we'll go back to our little weekday lives now that I'm feeling better. And let me know in the comment section after this video post, do you guys want me to roast the Grayson video? There was a Grayson interview. And what videos do you guys want me to roast regarding this topic still? Because it is interesting. There's still new information coming out. And you want me to do the Duty Ron interview? that kind of started all this, just let me know. Just sound off in the comment section after the video posts, and I'll take a look at that and we can dive deeper, because I think I want to watch the Grayson one because I haven't really heard her speak much other than crying on the live stream. So yeah, a lot of you guys are saying yes in the chat, but make sure to put it in the comment section so I can see that there is interest there. But shout out to all my super chatters today, all my new members. You are all so appreciated. Thank you for all the information, you guys. And don't forget to hit that subscribe, hit that like. If you can hype the video after it posts, that would be amazing. And follow me on social media at joleenlunzer everywhere. And until next time, remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.